Chronicles of the Fourth Line. I don't play, so I'm sitting in my with punchy leg, that's me. It's summertime. Oh yeah, motherfucker, yeah. Right.
Yo, yo, yo.
And welcome again to Riding Pine Chronicles of the Fourth Line, brought to you by the Hockey House. This is episode 9, boys. It's been a couple weeks, took a couple weeks off. We've been road tripping ourselves, and we're going to step right into road tripping. There's two teams in every game. One team's the home team, and the other team's the road team. So today we're going to explore that a little bit with the keyword road in there. So we're going to talk about some road trips and stuff, and we'll get into that. It's been a couple weeks. We've been tripping around and moving around a little bit. Right off the hop, though, before we get going here, 45 guys in the Hockey House named to 2 NZIHL teams with a third NZIHL team to come. So cheers to those boys straight off the hop. And how are you boys doing today?
Golden. Got new hair? Golden.
I like that snip you got going on there, bud.
Yeah, that's Queenstown. Went down there and got some new hair, so I'm feeling good.
Got some new hair in Queenstown. How you doing, Summer? Is he off for a shift again? Right off the hop, he's headed out on a shift.
He's way better than both of us, so that's what happens.
The coach has always got him on his side. So how is Queenstown, man? It was like one of your first times down there, wasn't it?
It was the first time, and I found the rink. I think a Canadian will find it. So I found it.
And what'd you think?
Well, I told the guy, I said, I just need to go have a look. He's like, all right. So I went in real nice. It's a hockey rink. Just a good vibe. I wanted to fire some pucks out on the ice during public skating and just take some big clappers and do some hard rims around the rink. So yeah,
it's kind of
down there.
It's kind of known as Hockey Town, which is kind of awesome.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like their running theme down there, and you know, Dan and Ted, they do an excellent job down there of taking care of the rink, and they got an expat in there, Colin McIntosh. The goons. Speaking of road trips, the goons were able to shoot down there for one of the road trips this year, and what a fun little rink to play in. Like the one thing you don't even realize there is they got one main. It's a weird configuration in the fact that the rink only has 3 dressing rooms. Doesn't have 4 dressing rooms. It only has 3. So there's one main one that's inside the arena. And then the other 2, actually, if you go out to them, you're actually sitting outside. So like when you're in a portable, like similar to a portable classroom.
I didn't see that. Because Summertime is saying that. Because I came around the back.
Yeah.
And you know it's a rink because there's stuff out the back of a rink that lets you know it's a rink, right?
Yeah. There's the weird pile of snow that should not be there.
Yeah. There's the big blue bin of you don't know what's in it, and you know there's just stuff around, you know. Yeah, but great rink though. You're back. How was your shift? Coach loves you.
Yeah, we're sitting here riding pine right from the get-go. Coach is sending you out.
Oh, you're done?
Okay. Did you make a mistake on that one?
How I keep getting his confidence. A little bit. Yeah, scoring opportunity. Thwarted, though, by my defensive partner. But he's not happy
always
with
someone
me
else.
either. Anyways, back on the pine. Sorry about that.
So it's been a couple of weeks. Anything interesting happen? Anybody see anything in the last 2 weeks that think that we should know about at all? Things that you've come across?
I'll tell you, one of the things I was thinking about today is, what do you call a guy who has like a mustache, who rides a 10-speed, and like has like a rock shirt on, where like the sleeves are, the body of the shirt is like a rock. It's like a rock band, you know.
Poison.
Yeah, you know, like Molly Cruz.
What do you call him?
What do you call that kind of guy? Is it different and different? I would call that guy like a skid.
Or I was gonna say a burner. Right?
Like he's just a dirt bag,
a dirt
burner skid.
That's what.
See, I think a burner. I think a burner is a more polite way of saying dirt bag. Dirt bag's so it sounds filthy,
Dirtbag,
right?
Well, it is though.
He's a
You
dude.
got your
He's
you
a-
got your Demorier ultralight Demorier regular rolled up in the sleeve of your shirt with your winter coat's a jean jacket.
Yeah.
Demorier.
That guy has a 10. That guy has a 10 speed, but it's really a 5 speed because it doesn't.
Yeah,
the chain doesn't switch.
They don't work. They're rusted because he leaves it out all
Players
winter,
like-
right? With the curly handlebars. Remember that?
Yeah,
And
the
he would
curl
he
that.
would-
What do you call
But the 10 speed, yeah, they turn it
Yeah.
around. That,
The
that's
ram.
And he
what
would
I
double
did.
it on the handlebars to the beer store to get his 12. I don't know if you remember this, but the 12
double
of
in
beer
his bud.
doubling.
Yeah.
And he had, I
Doubling
don't know if
his
you remember
bud.
this, but the 12 of beer used to be like a suitcase. Like it was it was like two, like 2x6, right? It's not
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it is now where it's 6, but it was
Yeah.
kind of long and it had a handle in the middle.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
And you go get your
remember.
Molson Export and
it's
like,
like a suitcase.
yeah, you're gonna go listen to Dio and Judas Priest and
That's right.
smoke weed, get drunk.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Burner on that one.
Yeah. No, man.
just
There's
a
this guy,
dirty
Martin. Anybody that I know back home, they know Martin. And he was
he
a good
dirt?
dude, man, but just a dirt, like
He's a
that's
dirt.
exactly his
Yeah.
him and his buddies. Yeah. They did that exactly.
Yeah, I was
exactly
gonna-
that. They started with the was the whistle going here? What?
No, that's funny
no.
what you're saying about
Martin.
the
That
guy
was his name.
Martin.
Can't
About
remember his last
Martin.
name, but I know it's Martin.
He's
I
just a
started
dirt.
laughing.
Good guy, but he's dirt.
Martin, not Marty.
Martin. I started laughing because you're like it was him and all of his buddies,
Yeah.
and like I remember Louis, and he had some
Oh,
buddies
right.
too.
Yeah,
he-
yeah.
And but it was like Louis was the spokesman for them, right? Like he,
King Dirt.
Oh right, yeah.
yeah, he was king. He was King Dirt, King Burner,
That's right.
the Burner
Just
King.
constantly smoking, wearing
Yeah.
cowboy boots in the snow.
Yeah,
Yeah, never had a winter jacket.
no, frizzy
Well,
as
Yeah,
no,
hair.
they had it
all
in a
the
jacket,
time.
but they wear it in the summertime too. But it was like the short, like winter jacket, like.
Oh,
leather
and you'll never
style.
see a dirt wear shorts.
Yeah.
If it's
No.
jeans all the time,
Yeah, jeans,
they might
correct.
wear cut off jean shorts.
Yeah, I was
maybe,
gonna say cut off.
to go
t-shirts.
water skiing.
And if they are, they're cut way too high.
Yeah. And they got that crushed smoke pack in the front pockets. Just stay. Because if you don't know this, listeners, Canadian smoke packs, like it's
Jesus.
two sides. So there's like there's the first half, and then there's the back 9, right? You remember? Because
That's right.
it's like a long.
Individually, yeah.
Yeah,
You got 10
Yeah.
and 10.
That's right.
that was back in
the
the time where
freshness, you
mom
know?
and dad would write you a letter to go to the store.
That's right. Oh yes, on your bike, and you get the change.
I
But I always
Canadian
remember the
smoke
first
packs are
side.
still like that back home. Like
Are
the
they?
push up, flip pack.
No
Yeah.
idea.
But
they
I
don't-
just remember
they-
if you get through like the first side, that's kind of your warning that you have to go get
you're
some more
getting low.
darts
Oh,
because you're down to your last
good
10.
marketing
right? So-
call, man. Yeah, no call.
Mm.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a constant reminder for you.
Right, I'm
Yeah.
getting low. What are they now?
Someone's gotta go to
cigarettes
the
are
convenience store.
ridiculous. Like 20, $35 for a 20 pack, or it's like 42. It's almost
Yeah,
like
it's-
$2 a smoke.
yeah, it's too-
it's
yeah, it's
absolutely
ridiculous.
insane.
So hey, we're moving on through to road trips. So in the first period, Somerville's going to get us started off. I'm sure he's got some trusted road trip stories and road trips tips of his own for sure. In the second period, for the first time, hey, we're going to have a guest. We're going to have a guest on today. I started thinking about what I was going to talk about for road trips, and then
So we got a guest instead to do it for me.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna
But-
outsource my.
But it's not just any guest. I got a guy who's been on a bunch of road trips in 43 different countries exactly, on 6 different continents, just playing the game that we all love. Whether he's the starting goalie or when he was on the Goods, he's the backup goalie. He was riding pine just like us. So what a better guest to have than the traveling goalie Mizzy. And then in the third, we're going to find out, we're going to talk to Langer and we'll figure out why today's road trips might be better, but they're not better road trips.
They're not. Right.
And then since it's been
Right.
such a long time away, we're not really caring how long the periods are going to be tonight, but we are definitely going to be coming back for overtime where we have a good question in mind. So here we go. Off we go, boys. Good to see you back. And it's going to be a fun 3 periods of sitting on the pine with you. And the first period is underway.
All right. First period. Welcome to my period, boys. Yes, road trips. Well, there's lots of different kind of road trips, isn't there? Yeah, I've had some,
Yes, there are.
great hockey road trip memories. As a kid, yeah, we've done that. We covered that. As an adult, damn right. Yeah, there's been some good hockey road trips. Yes. Some of the best road trips though haven't been hockey related. Music road trips. I got a story about going to see the Warped Tour in Montreal. I could probably share, maybe on a different version of Riding Pine or something like that. But yeah, Warped Tour in Montreal, Lollapalooza in Barrie. That was another memorable one. What else? I just recently got back from a road trip into Christchurch for the
Nice.
karate, New Zealand Karate Open. And yeah, anyways, so lots of different sort of road trips. I don't know, maybe I'll leave it up to you guys. Where should we go first?
That's one rink where I haven't been. That's one rink where I haven't
Christchurch.
been is Christchurch. Never played there.
It's got an interesting name, eh? Christchurch. I wonder where that comes from.
Considering how everything's like they're changing everything back to the Modi name, like you've got like one of the names where it's like you think they want to change that one first, like
Is that what
Jesus
they're doing?
Christ Church. Oh yeah, man. Like,
Yeah.
you watch the nose. It's Tamaki Makoto and Kitty Kitty Rowe and Hamilton, and it's,
Right. Yeah.
I don't even know.
Okay.
I don't even know what milk's called anymore because they changed the name of that. So I don't know. So yeah, so that's it.
Oh, my God.
Well, we got our fair share, uh, Indian names in Canada. Native, I don't know, Ottawa,
Yeah.
Petawawa,
Petawawa,
it just
yeah.
goes on,
Toronto, yeah.
Panatang wishing.
Right,
Penitentiary.
yeah, exactly, yeah,
Moose Jaw.
Moose Jaw. That's probably a direct translation, but I know there's Head Smashed in Alberta.
Yeah,
I went
that's right,
there
Head Smashed
over
In.
Buffalo Jump.
Yeah, that's right. See, I think it's funny. So I was talking to someone the other day about this. So I think it's a dialect thing. So when I talk to someone and they say, "Where are you from?" I'll say Toronto, which is it's a native name. It's
Yes.
by the
Yeah.
lake.
Yeah.
But if I'm talking
Yeah.
to somebody from Canada or Toronto, I'll say I'm from Toronto.
Toronto,
Toronto.
I'm not-
Yeah.
The pronunciation.
Or
that's
or
just
I'll
enough.
say I'm from TO.
Ottawa. Yeah.
You're not disrespecting the pronunciation of the name. It's just that's the dialect of how you say it.
Yeah.
And I get fussy. It's like people say, Tauranga or Taranga. It's like, well, that's if you talk because I'll turn it on. If I'm talking to somebody who's Modi or, a teacher or something, I'll say I'm from Tauranga. But if I'm
I'll
talking
turn
to
it
anybody
on.
else, it's Taranga.
I'll turn it
That's
on.
right. That's
Well, like there's natural and then
Yeah.
there's whatever. I'm
Yeah,
not being a
that's
dickhead.
right. No,
I'm from
pronouncing
Toronto.
it how I'd say it. That's right. That's right.
That's where I'm from.
From Toronto.
I'm
From the T
Toronto.
dot.
Toronto Maple Leafs. That's the team.
From
Whatever.
town.
Suck it,
Ottawa.
Suck it. It's the little remnants left over from the
So
wrestling.
Somerville, it's summertime when you're going on a road trip. Like, see, I would go east or I go down to the States. So
Right.
if you're going on a road trip, where are you going? Are you going to
Well, it
cottage?
depends what
You head
age
east,
bracket
or-
I was in. Yes. It's probably a lot to a cottage or camping. I was a big camper. We'd rent out 2 or 3 sites. And camping in Canada is a friggin' different, or it was anyways, than
yeah.
it is currently
It's a bit
here
more
in New Zealand.
dangerous.
It's secluded. Yeah, exactly. Wolves are howling, bears are around.
Bears.
There's some things that can fuck your shit up, right?
Big time.
But anyways, memorable camping trip I had once. Went out with a bunch of guys, right? We had 2 or 3 sites, and we're having a grand old time. And oh, look who's just joined us in the
Mischief.
lounge here.
It's the
The
Miz.
Travelling Goalie. Hey, how you doing there, sir?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, good, buddy. Good. Good to see you. Look at the
Yeah,
wall
good.
of trophy on display there. Well, we're gonna have to go through that a little bit later there.
All right.
So we're just getting a little going on road trips here, there, Mizzy. Let me introduce you to the cast and to our audience, everyone. The Traveling Goalie and Adrian Mizzy. I've known Mizzy, air quotes, uh, well, for a few years now, but got to know him real well when we went to Adelaide. That was a great road trip for us. We
Debut of the Goons.
we tore up that city like it was nothing else. Man, yeah.
Hey, Mizzy was riding pine in that tourney too. He was our backup goaltender.
Yes,
Well,
I was.
he was our excuse to have him on the bench with us, right? And good thing we did, because joined at the hip during the evening, anyways. Because you were playing with another team, correct?
Yeah, I was playing for a team called Who Gives a Shit because the guy who runs the team didn't even show up. So I hung out with you guys all the time.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about
Okay.
that team.
I don't.
was
Gee, I don't
so-
even. Okay. All right. Well, darn. I apologize. I've hit a sore spot there, my friend. That's not the way I wanted to start.
I wouldn't say it's a sore spot.
No. Look, we'll get into Adelaide in a little bit. Let me go back to look. We're reminiscing here about road trips. I was talking about camping in Canada.
No.
Or a cottage.
No. Oh,
No.
cottager. Yeah,
Don't hit the
cottager.
cottage?
No.
Man.
City slicker, man. Eh?
I'm a
Jeez,
city
thick and
boy.
thin. Yeah, no, fair enough. So Ryan was saying, look, when we get out of town, he would go east or to the States, right, to hit cottage country or hit the States, I guess. States
Well,
cottage country or what?
No. Like we had a cottage up north, so we'd go up north.
Oh, north.
But you're in
Sorry,
Ottawa,
excuse
so
me.
I'm like, I don't know where you go from Ottawa. 'cause
Yeah,
you're in
I'd
Ottawa.
go. We go west into Quebec generally, or northern Ontario. Yeah.
Yeah,
Quebec's
see, our
got some
trip,
real gorgeous places.
our trips were always up by you guys because we were in the Golden Horseshoe. So, and we weren't going to
Yeah.
the States, so we were always going north from where we
Yeah.
were.
Why wouldn't
It
we go
would've-
to the States? Because it was a pain in the fucking ass, man.
That's right.
We
You
would
can
all-
feel
Yeah.
the America when you cross the border. You can
Oh
feel it.
man.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm sorry. any
I grew up
Americans?
being able to.
Yeah.
I grew up being able to go 10 minutes. Well, no, 15 minutes. I could go from my front porch to the other side of the bridge, and you're absolutely right, Langer. You could feel it
Yeah, you can feel it.
the minute you went over.
It's
yeah.
just different.
What were you gonna say, Summer? Sorry if you're American. What?
Right. Oh. Yeah. No. I won't. I won't finish that sentence. But anyways, it was a good trail off though. But we'll just.
Are you
Sorry if
American?
you're American. Sorry if you're American. But it's looking better now. I'm not a big political dude. Apparently, actually doing shit, and people are getting
Sleepy Joe.
vaccinated. Yeah.
Dude,
But,
when it comes,
yes,
when it,
Joe, touchy feely Joe, man. I've seen some
he's like-
videos that concern me, but he's also going insane real slowly.
Well, he's Clint
losing it.
Eastwood's neighbor in Gran Torino, right? You know, he had the Koreans on one side and Sleepy Joe lived on the other side of Clint Eastwood.
What? For
You haven't
real?
seen the movie?
No, he was.
Are
I've
you
seen the movie.
serious?
I didn't know
Is he
Sleepy
in
Joe
the
was
movie?
in it. Is he really in
he
it?
just- no,
How
he
do
just
you
looks
know
like the
this
guy.
stuff?
Oh right,
dude.
okay. No,
He's like the
okay,
old guy
no,
with the slippers,
yes,
like watering
yeah,
his
yeah,
roses,
okay.
and like
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
he's that
Okay.
guy.
Man, it wouldn't surprise me, Langer, if he was actually in it. Anyways, you know stuff I don't, and I don't know if you're serious all the time or what. Anyways,
part of the time. Mizzy's looking pretty serious over there. It's pretty early in the morning. I can't believe you're up to talk to us, man. It's great of you. You look like you need a coffee.
Are you
I
in
do
Toronto?
need a coffee. Yeah, I'm in Toronto.
See,
It's,
I told you.
That's it.
5:50 in the morning, almost 6 a.m.
Oh wow,
Good on you.
Yeah. I woke up at 4 just to get set up for this.
nice.
Attaboy.
Oh, well, man, appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right.
Really
well, look,
appreciate you coming on, man. You're the first guest ever, so
Yeah,
it's
that's
it's
right.
good to see
Add a
you.
couple things.
How's things?
Yeah, I should have.
We're good.
Life's normal, man. Yeah. No, life is really good here. We're free,
We're-
free as a bird. You know, mask free. It's COVID free. We've had some dude from Melbourne just get out of quarantine and then come over illegally. It was Melbourne, Perth, or something like that.
Perth,
Anyways,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
some big
The-
deal about some dude coming in.
They're so minimal that that's what it is. You know where everybody in the country knows where he's from or whatever. But some of us have recently won backyard cups. Just saying. So it's been not bad on the hockey front either. We're just getting ready to step into another year of the NZIHL stuff over here, Miz.
Oh, that's
And,
awesome. I miss hockey so much.
I can't even imagine.
Oh, jeez, eh? Yeah. No, I can't imagine.
Because
No.
here we
Yes.
are, we're doing a show about road trips, and we're talking to a guy who more or less built his legacy on road trips, and
Yeah.
you can't trip around right now.
No, I can't even take a road trip to Barrie to go see Marchie.
Oh yeah, because you guys have been able to play on a private strip there, eh?
Yeah, but right now I don't even know if they're open. We're not allowed to leave our region or area right now, so, or we're not supposed to. People are still doing this stuff, but whatever.
Yeah,
By the Willows.
Good for you.
that's good.
Yeah, man, that's tough.
It's not
That's
going to
tough.
get better until people kind of figure it out.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, too many people scared of wearing a piece of cloth on their face. It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, people are people, right? All right, well, look. That's right. So, joining us
Yeah.
today, the traveling goalie here, Adrian Mizzy, been around the world, building his legacy, playing
Yeah, I got.
rent free. So,
Like,
look,
w-
why don't we bust
we're just
into
jumping
this?
right into the second,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah, well, we'll call it the first, right? A hybrid first or whatever.
Hybrid. Hybrid
We
first.
got
I
our
love
guess.
it.
Let's just forego the period for now, anyways. But
Yeah.
right. So, Ms., look, I don't know if your wall of trophies back there has anything to do with your legacy around the world. Helmet, anything you care to mention?
I'm gonna.
I've got a mini stick. I just saw that
Nice.
episode that you guys were talking about mini sticks, so I brought out my mini sticks.
Did you curve it?
I even have a goalie one.
Did you care?
Did you roast
Oh,
it over
man.
the stove?
Yeah.
No,
What kind
no
of stove you got?
roasting.
No?
I gave
No,
up on the
okay.
knee hockey. I used to call it knee hockey.
Right.
Knee hockey. Right.
Yeah, we'd tear up our
Hockey,
jogging
yeah.
pants and I'd have cuts and burn marks all over my knees from not running around,
That's it.
diving around.
Yeah, well, it is kind of you're running and then you're jumping on your knees
Yeah.
and man, it's hard. It's hard work. It's hard work. You watch
Good old
those
knee
two
hockey.
dudes. What are those guys called? We were watching there. They
Oh,
they do
the-
like the knee hockey
saw
world
that
champion.
On the bench.
Yeah.
Did you see the new one, the newest one? Oh my god! Unbelievably and unpredictably, it went to 7 games again.
Well, he got busted for illegal equipment. They had a hearing. They had a hearing. Yeah, those guys are awesome.
Yeah, they're so much fun to watch, man.
Pure hosers.
That's
Big
wicked.
time.
Okay, so hey, Miz, I apologize when you jumped on here, man. We didn't give a chance to give you guys a proper introduction. To catch you up again, we are talking. We got the traveling goalie on the show today. This guy's played in 43 countries. He's played over 500 total games for a club team. He's got another 100 international games under his belt. He's played on 6 continents. He's been in cars doing road trips around the world through all these countries. He's got a couple of good stories that I want to ask him about. There's 3 good trips that, like, when I caught up with him recently, I was just like, you have to tell me these stories. Don't tell them to me now. I want to hear them on the show. You got to share them with the boys. So I'm gonna rip a couple of those off, and then I think where I want to start though, and this is like ever since I've kind of known Mizzy, he told me one story, and I never really kind of got the full story. So since I got you on the show today, I really want to know about this. So apparently you are in the Guinness Book of World Records for being a goaltender at the game that was recorded as being played at the highest elevation in the history of the world, or something like that.
Yep.
Hit me with it. So that I
Yeah.
want to know about that one first, and I know the boys do too.
The game.
An organization
Yeah, hockey
called the
game.
Hockey Foundation organized
Match up
in
in a small town called
I wanted to say Chupacabra by accident. Chibrakargiam.
Chupacabra.
Chibrakargiam. It's really you can't even find it on the map.
Supercardium.
So we sent boards up there from Austria. We all paid a bunch of money to donate this stuff. We went up there, and yeah, it was crazy getting up there.
the dock. As for a bit,
And we,
What's a bit?
locals there, it was so hard.
like
Literally, what's that?
sorry, Summer.
Like, what's a bit? You had to acclimatize for a bit. It's a week. It's like 2
We
weeks,
were there
a day,
for three
couple
or
hours.
4 days, I think. 3 or 4 days. And we were told not to drink
Acclimatizing.
alcohol or yeah, we had to. Because then we had to go higher to
Okay.
actually set the record.
right.
And
Okay.
yeah,
So you-
Shit. No smoking.
no smoke. I
Yeah,
had quit
yeah.
smoking by then a long time before, so
Yeah. Crazy.
but we weren't supposed to
Right, and then
drink
you had
or
to go
anything. Yeah, we had to go higher. So to go higher,
weren't
we had to
supposed to?
drive.
or
yeah.
you didn't.
I wasn't supposed to.
Right. Right. So we set the world record for maybe alcohol consumption. No, probably not. You're in a plane, but you know.
Well, the
without
only
a cabin.
reason we had to drive up from this town called Ladakh to Chibrakargiam, and we had to go through mountains, and literally we're off, like you could see off the cliffside. There's no railings. It was all rocks
Oh.
with avalanches. We saw vehicles that apparently had dead bodies in them from the military that they
Did it just
haven't
like fallen off?
It fell off like the night before. It was unbelievable.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we were.
Stuff.
And then we get to this town after driving, I guess it was 3 or 4 hours in this craziness. We get to this town and there's goats' heads stuck on stakes right outside. It's like a warning for evil spirits and stuff. And we got
how-
there. And,
How long are how long? Like, okay, so you're on these cliff sides. Like I've seen videos of that, and it's like there's not enough room for cars to pass each other. And you're probably traveling with a team, right? So you're not
Yeah.
like you're not in a car. You're in like a van or something. So I can imagine how freaky that would be to be sitting in the window seat. And so how long is this that you're doing that? Because like my nerves would be shot.
I
But I'm pretty sure it was like a
3 or 4.
or maybe up to 6 hours.
Yeah, it was just.
Oh my god!
And we did have to pass other buses on the route too, which it was very thin, so you'd have to stop and people edging by each other. It was scary.
Sketchy.
Yeah, it was super scary. When we got there, we had to stay in a homestay, and the homestay, like the people there were really amazing. They loved hockey beyond belief. The guys there that we stayed with played for the,
Okay.
and
They were playing against us.
so they took us out. We saw the rivers. We saw packs of dogs attacking shit. It was crazy. It was just so wild out there. The worst part was it was so cold though.
Packs
Yeah,
of dogs so fat.
yeah, it was so
Attacking
cold.
shit.
I wonder
Lewis,
what kind of shit.
Homo is Lewis Homo's got some friends too.
Like a group of babies walking down the street, and these dogs.
It was
Friggin-
so cold that, and they don't have heat there. There's no power or anything, so everything is heated through burning yak shit. With
No
these,
shit.
What? Is that a type of wood, or you're talking actual yak?
Random type of wood. Oh my god.
it's
It only grows.
up in the Himalayas. It's a desert. Like there's nothing. There's
Yeah.
At all.
it's just rocks and dirt.
and
Yeah, it's
yak
not
shit.
what you think when you think of mountain ranges with big, lush green forests.
No.
This is
No, I
like
don't.
desert, harsh, like the harshest conditions I've ever lived in. So while we were up there, it got so cold the first night. My two roommates were two British guys, and we brought a bottle of whiskey with us. That night, we drank the bottle of whiskey to stay alive. Basically, we were so cold.
really?
Yeah,
So,
like I looked.
how high are you? So how high is the rink?
What's the
I
altitude?
think it was 3,461 meters. I could be wrong. Yeah, it was way up there. It was the same.
Base camp.
How was your breathing? Like
Wow.
leg
Hard.
and
It
stuff?
was really hard. So even to walk,
Yeah.
like walking anywhere was very labored. It was really tough. So after that first night when we decided, like I literally looked over at the other guys and we were there like shaking, freezing. We looked at each other like, I know we're going to die tonight. Like we're going to die. So we
Looking
opened
at
this
each other like,
bottle. Yeah.
Which one
yeah.
are we eating first?
So we opened
Yeah.
this bottle and we drank the whole bottle of whiskey out of teacups. And the next morning I felt like death. So the altitude sickness
Right.
kicked in and I had to hide. I hid from everyone because they wouldn't let me play if they knew I was. So I didn't go to eat for 2 or 3 days up there and literally just
Wow.
hid in my room, pretended I was just tired.
What about
Yeah.
like sleep? Did you sleep?
I slept a lot.
Oh,
I
okay.
slept a ton. Yeah, I hardly left my room. And the worst part was the people in the homestay kept bringing me tea, right? Because I couldn't eat anything.
Yeah.
And the tea had milk in it, and that milk was unpasteurized.
Oh,
Oh.
how was your
Yeah.
tummy?
Let's
that-
just say I found the bathroom, and it was a nice hole in the ground
Yep.
with a shovel. It was amazing. I really cherish those moments.
Oh, no doubt.
This is the best trip ever. Eh? It was like,
So
that
you
was
were
worth it.
so you were telling me though
It
that
was
like,
worth it.
there was guys like dropping like flies and like right and
Yeah,
you had like
there was-
oxygen tanks and everything and the
there
game
was
was like long too.
Yeah, we played 3 20-minute stop time periods. We had ex-NHL referee Mike Lego with us and a bunch of other referees too from Austria. And we had cameras set up. They put a lot of effort into getting this noticed as a world record. But yeah, it was insane. When we got to there was tents set up on the lake, and I got water filled up to obviously have some water during the game. By the time I went out to the rink, my bottle froze solid. That
I couldn't even use my bottle of water. It's fully solid.
and then we played this game, which
That's
was long.
unreal.
It was harsh. Like I said, they were burning yak shit for heat. So when we switched sides during the first intermission, I get to the bench.
That's a kind of wood, Somerville.
Yeah, I wish it was wood. It's really stinky wood. So I get to the bench. I take some oxygen. I sit there and I switch to the second period to the other side. And on the other side of the rink, the wind's blowing towards me, and it's just smoke. Like smoke is coming at me
And you're
constantly for like a good 40 minutes or however long that period was. And I get back to the bench and I tell the guys, I'm like, fuck, you got to tell these
This diesel
this
killing me. Diesel that they're burning. It's yak shit. So literally during
this
this
game while I was gasping for air, I was eating shit.
Was it worth being a world record holder, though, is the question.
Fuck yeah. 100%. 100%.
All right.
And even better was that the boards that we bought and shipped there from Austria that the Indian Army helped us get up there, we left them there for the locals to use as a hockey rink. So it was totally
That's
worth it.
awesome.
There's a rink
Oh
on the top
wow!
of a mountain.
Oh
That's cool.
right.
So
that
sweet.
rink on the mountain is no longer there, but the lake freezes over every year. The boards that we left with the glass is going down into Ladakh, where they've been building a center there for a few years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So another date that I gotta ask you about is 1989 Toledo, Ohio.
Toledo.
Oh man. Yeah, Toledo was my first road trip with Warren Park Hockey, and I remember on the trip.
Was that a guy or
yeah,
a
a lot
company?
of
The piece
Warren
of wood.
Warren Park. Yeah, no, it's wood. Warren Park's the club I played for, minor hockey, and yeah.
So how old
used
are
to do
you?
This, I was probably 14 or 13,
Oh,
and
nice.
we'd go to Toledo and bill it with families there.
Sweet.
This time we totally kicked the shit out of these kids. It was ridiculous. It was like 17-0 every game. I don't even think they got 3 shots on me in a week. Well, because we were allowed to hit and they weren't. But that road trip
Really?
was awesome. I remember trying to cut my coach's hair on the bus and getting in a lot of trouble for that. Like a lot of trouble.
So that
I remember-
was minor hockey.
Yeah, that was minor hockey.
And you guys, oh, I mean, so was the game contact or the game was not contact?
So this is the crazy thing. At that age, I think it was minor bantam, we were allowed to hit and the Americans weren't. So they weren't into body checking at that age.
Yeah.
And we already
yeah.
were.
But the game was contact?
Yeah, but you played a contact
Yeah.
game? And yeah, right.
contact with us. That's why we ended up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you just
Right.
went in and bullied a bunch of Americans.
I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember facing a few U.S. teams that were the same way. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they didn't have body
So
contact.
next
So when
trip
it came
Uh
I think he fell off that cliff in India.
oh.
Oh, damn. Oh, he's
We
back.
fall
He's
off the cliff in India.
it's probably Rogers Cable.
Oh.
You might got your name on a helmet, but you just got dissed by Mizzy,
Yeah, that's right.
one of your proud customers.
Go,
So
Roger.
hey, I'm gonna move on to another trip. So the first ever trip as the traveling goalie, you went to Dubai, and
Yeah.
somehow became a national team goaltender.
Yeah, I got in contact.
No.
Yeah, I was living in Amsterdam and I was lonely with no equipment and no hockey, and I decided to contact a team I found out about from Malta, which is my family's country. I'm actually a citizen too and have a passport. And they told me, yeah, they just came back from Dubai. Next year we're gonna go back. If you want, you could come fly out to Malta, meet us, go to Dubai with us next year. And I was like, yeah, sure. But they said, it's just a tryout. If you're not that good, we're not going to let you play, kind of thing.
Sure, no problem. How
How
good
good can these guys be, right? So I flew out to Malta a full year later, met the guys. They all thought I'd be bigger for some reason. I told them I'm 6 feet, whatever. I'm 5'11" and a half.
We all.
We go to Dubai, And I try out for the team, and the goalie who was the goalie last year was with him, a guy named Marcus Lindner. He's a great guy. I'm still in contact with him. He saw me play, and right away he's like, you know what, you're going to be in net. So, yeah, I made the Maltese national team. We actually were in the
Maltese
newspaper in Malta and everything. Yeah.
And
The
who did you
Falcons.
play?
Is that what they're called? Really?
No, we were just called Team Malta.
Okay.
We had yellow jersey.
The Maltesers.
We were sponsored
By Mc...
mention this to you, Cam. My
The
roommate was the
Maltesers.
My roommate in Dubai was actually the CEO of McDonald's Malta, and to this day I've tried to contact him. He still won't respond to me because
he's in the room
without
without asking.
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, these are days when I was smoking cigarettes.
Everybody was smoking, and it would be like, "Yeah, come to my room." And this guy's name was John, and I feel bad for John. If you're out there, I still feel bad. Sorry, bud. But we had to party. Like I had to rip it up. So we were smoking darts, fucking drinking Red Bulls and vodka, going nuts.
Maybe that's why we didn't win the
This is in
champion.
Dubai.
Yeah,
We were
John.
playing. The tournament there is crazy. It's really
really big. They just actually had it recently. There's teams from all over the Middle East and all over the world. We played a team from Switzerland, Qatar. We lost to Qatar in the final. Yeah, it's a great tournament. And that was a great
Like,
road
what's the
trip.
sort of level of hockey? I bet.
We had
bet.
we had a guy on my team that ended up playing for the Toronto Marlies.
Oh, nice.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there were
pretty good.
really good players. There were former AHL players. We were in C division. So A division was like
Oh.
all former, like, yeah, there's good hockey out there. I mean, you guys know that.
In
There's good hockey in
Dubai?
New Zealand.
What? I mean,
Hey, in-
yeah, but
in
there's
New
nobody playing
Zealand?
for the Toronto Marlies. Well, I guess, I mean, you think, I mean, could young Ratty make Toronto Marlies? I don't know. I've been in
Could he-
New Zealand a while.
No. No.
Could Rattles be a Malteser?
Yeah.
Could
what-
Could he? Could he?
Get him a passport.
Rattles could be a Malteser.
Fuck
So
They
hey,
haven't
Miz-
played a game since then, so.
so Mizzy, okay,
Yeah.
we did. Me and the boys, we got together. We said, okay, we're having our first guest. So I don't know if the boys did it. I know that we're gonna do it, but we wanted to give you. We wanted to try something new and do 5 and 10. You get 5-minute major and you get 10 in the game.
Yeah.
So on your way out, it's been a pleasure listening
10
to some
minutes before the
stories.
show.
I gave him 5 minutes notice, 10 minutes before the show. We each came up with 5 questions that we wanted to ask you about your travels. And then we're going to let you go and we're going to move on to the third period. Okay, so out of all your travels all the way around the world, I think what we'll do is we'll go 1 each and we'll go 5
Don't
around
hate
the die
me,
here.
Mizzy. Don't hate me.
He's asking for forgiveness in advance. So I'm going to say 43 countries, 6 continents. What is the best after game pub you went to? What city? What city?
there
What
was-
was the name of the pub?
I remember in Tarkov, we ended
And it
up
wasn't
going
good.
to a brewery. It's in Czech Republic. That was awesome. Hodovar.
Czech Republic's an awesome country.
All right.
Cote d'Ivoire.
beer
Did you
bath.
lose a kidney or anything? Jesus, a beer bath. Did your
What?
Get into a tub full
fist
of
pump each
beer.
other or what?
No fist bumping. No touching.
No,
touching.
no docking allowed.
You got to
Yeah,
get
we-
into a tub full of beer naked?
Yeah, naked. Yeah, with a buddy.
Naked?
which
Really?
was- yeah.
Naked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why did you have to?
Why is this your
Were
best
there
bar?
like naked girls waiting for you on the other side or something or what?
No,
So that
I don't know. It's Czech
got on the
Republic.
ice.
You
It
never
was my
know,
birthday.
right? You're getting
yeah. That was the best, if you ask me. There's a lot of great bars and pubs in Czech Republic too that we visited, but that's pretty
But
much.
the one where you
Beer
get
bath.
naked with another.
Okay, so I have a couple
Yeah.
questions then. Can I ask?
No, there's no
Sure.
follow-ups. Only 5 left.
God damn
I'm just kidding. Follow it up, man. I want to hear it.
So many questions, but all right. Fuck.
Do it, man. I want to hear it. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, okay, so you go to a brewery, right? And okay, then all of a sudden you're getting naked into a beer bath. All right, let's just say that
That's what's going on.
regularly in the Czech Republic at whatever the fuck it was called. But so like, are you undressing in front of like the whole brewery as you're getting naked into? Is it a private tub room? Is like, how does that all work?
Yeah,
Right? You
how
pay
does
to
that
get
work?
naked to get into the
Hold
bath.
on.
What happens?
Hold on.
Okay.
You guys are hockey players, right? You can't be
well,
scared to be naked if you're a hockey player.
No, no.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's like getting naked.
No, but
showering
Somerville
with the
raises a
boys.
point here. The logistics of actually, like, how
Yeah.
does that work? How does the
Yeah, right?
transaction happen?
So
During the summertime.
your brewery
We-
tour
we-
guide's this hot little fucking Czech bitch, right? And she's like, "Okay, now you undress and get in the bath." You're like, what?
Okay,
Do
we
do this
booked
together,
this.
or-
We actually booked
Okay,
this.
okay, here we go.
We,
So you
we
booked
thought
it,
going
okay.
into this that it would be our own beer bath kind of thing.
Okay, yeah.
And then we get there and they get you to a room.
This is like this
Yeah.
that movie Hostel. It's like the
right, that's
movie
what I was
Hostel,
gonna say.
Literally
right?
get-
Just
They
relax.
take us behind the curtain
Just relax.
and we get behind the curtain and we look at each other and there's a woman there and she hands us towels and we're like, do we
See
get
what I
in the
mean?
tub with our clothes on? Like, what the fuck? So she's like, no, you must remove your clothes. And we're looking at her like, are you going to stay too, kind of thing? And next thing you know, we're in a
She
bathtub
leaves.
naked with beer.
With her or just each other and beer?
No, she left the room, but we'd call her like, because we were allowed to
Just
drink beer
stay.
while we were in there too. So we sat there like in the tub like this at one end each.
You get a straw.
So you I was just gonna say
You
that.
can't-
Did you have a straw? So you can't drink your bathwater.
No.
You don't drink your bathwater.
No, it's not for drinking. No, it's not for drinking.
Holy shit. Well, that was
got an
question one. Okay, so that was question 1.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
Hey
sorry,
guys,
okay.
remember,
Summer,
I'm a
you're up.
goalie, so I do crazy shit. Langer, you're a goalie too, aren't you?
Yep, I understand crazy
You
shit.
you don't seem very normal.
Look, look at his hair.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He just got a new haircut, man.
Goalies are
Wonderful.
weird, and we do weird stuff. I totally get it.
Well, it's a different breed. Yeah, definitely.
Can you explain this?
Yeah, I've never been a goalie, and there's nothing weirder than you naked in a bathing in beer with another man.
So why did you
Question
go
number
goalie?
2. Oh,
No,
Well,
it's
it's
perfectly
from
normal.
goalie to another. Why do you want?
I
Why did you want to be a
fantasize about
goalie? Because that's always a good story.
Honestly, I have no clue how the hell that happened. One day I guess I was the one who didn't have a good hockey stick. I don't know. Next thing you know, I liked it. There was another kid in the neighborhood that wanted to be a goalie, so we had this ongoing thing. Like, we even had fist fights over it and shit, and fuck that bitch, I won.
Yeah, okay.
It just became a thing where, like, yeah, I'm gonna be a
Ron
goalie,
Hextall.
and fuck you. So, yeah, I became a goalie. It's a
Okay.
challenge.
I didn't want to come off the ice, and the goalie we had sucked. So I'm like, well, I can do that, and you get to wear cool equipment, and I don't have to come off the ice.
Like, were you in Adam? Like, was it Tykes?
What,
Because
with
I
me?
wanted to play goalie. Yeah, sure.
I was-
yeah,
I was
Me, it was
Mike.
road hockey. All on the
Yeah.
streets for me, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
another world.
yeah, that's
Some of the
Streets.
greatest goaltending ever. Some of the greatest goaltending
the
of all
cold,
time
hard
happened
streets of
in road
Canada.
hockey.
But I was fully equipped in pads.
Because everybody's Johnny Bauer, no mask. You got a
Yeah,
glove,
no,
a hockey glove,
I had
with a
the old-
blocker.
I had the old Jason mask too.
Did you? Oh, good.
Did
I
you?
never wore. I wore
Right.
two,
Yeah.
Good,
man.
good for you. Yeah, that was like a whole other level.
Yeah.
If somebody busts out of you, like, oh shit.
You're diving
guy's
head first
serious.
into shots.
That's
Back in the
right.
day.
You're wearing
On-
work
on
boots
Hungry.
to get an advantage.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You've
Yeah.
got-
That's, where
yeah,
else
you've
would
The,
you
got-
play?
the best though was when you played on a street that had been driven on for about 10 days, right? So you got that snow film where you could like take 2 steps and slide for a little bit. Anyways.
Oh, right.
Well, the
You know-
best
you
is
know what
we
I'm
had a
saying,
friend with
right?
a paved
Yeah, yeah.
driveway because I grew up
Yeah.
with a gravel driveway. You can't play
Oh,
road
yeah.
hockey with a gravel driveway.
No, you
Oh.
can't play. Yeah, no.
Because somebody winds up for a clapper and you're getting stones and,
Oh.
But you know what?
and dandelions and everything in your face, right? So
That being said, I had a gravel driveway for a long time, and actually, I found that if you could pack the snow on there and continuously drive back and forth with the car, it would
Well,
give it a
you
nice,
could,
I
nice
couldn't
little
do that.
layer.
I was like 8, so I couldn't do that. So
You'd
Oh,
make
whoever
a
has
spot. You'd rub out a spot of the gravel, right? So it was just bare
Yeah.
dirt, right? And you'd
Yeah.
use that as your sort of shot area.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I did, anyways. But
And
Yeah,
you know, sorry, just throw this in there. You know, it's better with a goalie. Hockey's
Oh, yeah.
always
damn
better
right.
with a
Yeah.
goalie.
yeah,
I used to
yeah.
I used to use my black Labrador when I needed to.
Honestly,
that's
this
good.
the street hockey game didn't start until the goalie showed up.
That's right.
And it was always the
That's
goalie that started it. So I'd go knocking on other kids' doors and telling them, "Hey, let's play some hockey today." I didn't even have a net. We'd have another kid, so I'd go knock on his door
Yeah.
first and get him to bust out the net, and then
'Cause
everyone
that's-
would come out.
Because that's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to be the goalie. Everyone else will sort it out for you.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
And if you
That's
get
right.
hurt, if you get hurt playing road hockey, they all flock around you because if the goalie's hurt, that's like the ball's
Game
gone.
over.
Like the game's over.
game
So
over.
we have to
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure
Yeah.
the goalie's okay.
Yeah,
Game over.
That's right.
that's why goalies are so tough. Okay, Summer, you got a question that's not a follow-up question?
Oh, it's my turn for the question, so it could be a follow-up question. Damn it, I can't remember what it was. I remember. Damn it,
Hey Miz, what's in that cup?
Coffee.
Oh yeah.
that's
Coffee.
not my follow-up question.
I've been
No, that's
messaging.
okay. It's
I've been
15
mess-
questions.
I've been messaging the wife upstairs and telling her to refresh the coffee for me.
Yeah. Get it percolating.
Another one.
Don't push your luck. Right?
Yeah, I was gonna say no
Like
offense,
4
but that's
a.m.
the whole telling her is probably not gonna work at 5 a.m. Just
Yeah.
saying. Might
Bring
want to
the-
ask.
the bun restaurant coffee pot downstairs. When the truck stop, the bun coffee maker.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Button. Okay, so we got what's in the cup. So what?
Question? Langer asked
No.
that. What are you talking about?
It's okay. We
Go to my
each get 5. I'm writing them down. I'm
Well,
ticking
haven't
them off as we
even
go. He
asked
gets
one yet.
15. 15 straight
All right,
questions.
fine then. Go. Fuck.
Go. Hit me with 2 of them. Hit Miz with 2 of them.
All right,
Go,
Miz.
Summer.
What is your go-to internet porn site when you're on the road?
Oh my god. Now only 5 people can watch
Jeez.
this podcast. Well done.
Yeah. So
Way to go now. Now I got to go back into the
We
YouTube
haven't-
settings
we
and
haven't
say,
answered
this
it
is
yet,
not
so-
for kids.
Well,
Let's get down
Like,
to the
we're
nitty-gritty.
live. We're
there
live
are.
before.
You got to understand when you're traveling and you're lonely in your hotel room by yourself, and there's a few days
Yep.
where you're not on the ice, so you're all by yourself. You're figuring out what
This-
to do.
yeah,
Sometimes
this
those
innocent
hotels have blocks on that shit.
Yes, that's right.
So
Yeah,
you got to get
that's right.
really creative and start googling pictures
Oh,
of
right.
certain people.
You have to go old
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, that's right.
Sears catalog. old
Magazines.
school. Yeah.
So if this is
Manual.
about my go-to while traveling, it's usually Google.
You got to go manual. You
Yeah,
can't do automatic. You got to go manual.
You gotta go manual.
True story.
Dude, I've lived in Southeast Asia, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because the hotel will have a block on certain sites, so it's like, all right, how do I get around this? Because I got to do what I got to do, you know.
That's
So
right. Yeah, that's right.
You got to
That's right.
practice.
got to bang one out before the game, you know.
That's right. Don't wanna
Some
be
people have
distracted.
pre-game meals. I got a pre-game deal with it.
That's right.
Anyways, well, that one's tough to top. So,
You think so?
underestimated country that you played hockey in. Underestimated country that you played hockey in. Best players. Like when you went to a country, you never expected them to have players this good, but they were that good.
Probably Argentina, man. I was surprised
Argentina?
how good the guys in
Okay.
Argentina were. Yeah, when I got to Argentina, I thought that we traveled through Brazil and Chile, I should say. And by the time I got to Argentina, we saw a lot of okay hockey players, but nothing spectacular. But when we got to Argentina, we had this outdoor tournament we went to, and there was a lot of good hockey players there. I mean, not good like NHL good, but very
Surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Liner.
All right.
So one of my questions is because when I moved to New Zealand, I had a bit of an ego as a Canadian. So when you play hockey, you feel like I'm a Canadian, I'm good, and I was kind of taken back by there were some good players, but it kind of bugged my ego, thinking, well, you can't be good because I'm good because I'm Canadian.
That's
So then,
right.
but then you accept it and go, well, they're actually good, so that's not a bad thing. So I'm asking, so when you first set out, did you have that sort of that feeling, that ego, that I'm a Canadian, I'm coming out, I'm the ambassador, and you're no, but you know what I mean, and you're kind of
know.
surprised that
That's right.
it's okay
When
that there's other good players.
I
But
I want to agree with you, honestly. Like when I go somewhere, I kind of don't want the Canadian because then everyone tries a lot harder.
Right.
So even when I'm traveling with my
Yeah.
German buddies and they're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take you to this rink and we're gonna play here," I'm usually like,
You
"Please
don't
don't
open
tell
your
them I'm
mouth.
Canadian," because everyone
Interesting.
they think the same thing that you're thinking. Like, "Oh, this guy thinks he's so amazing. We're gonna fucking score all kinds of goals
Yeah.
on him." So
Right.
I don't want that. I want to have a level playing field, step out there and
Yeah,
have
yeah.
them not try so hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll just
So you're
I
all-
admit,
Sorry.
Miz, just to let you know too, you totally lost that stigma with me. That's how I felt about you for the first 5 minutes, and then Somerville lit you up for 3, and I was like, "Oh, this guy's rough.
Honestly,
He's got to be the backup in Australia."
every time I skated with
We
you
got a
guys out
goaltender
there,
that does Snow Angels, and he's our starter.
I don't even think I've had a decent skate out there. I've played shit out there. New Zealand, I've played really garbage hockey.
Yeah.
We had
Maybe
you
it's-
got a cracker in Queenstown, Queenstown, didn't you?
Yeah, Queenstown, you were good, man. You're pretty good.
You're talking about in Dunedin?
Dunedin,
or
that was it.
Dunedin,
yeah,
yes, sorry.
Yeah, apologies.
My bad.
I was
You're right.
okay. We didn't
Oh,
win
really?
anything, so
Well, damn it. You still
Oh, we
five
got
skaters,
got
but-
silver, and we brought Michael Phelps down there, right? Michael
right.
Phelps.
The
Michael
swimmer?
Phelps. Michael Phelps Kaliniak came back with 5 medals. You remember that?
He is riding the pine, man. He's
Oh
always
my
ready to
god!
go.
Oh my god! We went down there. Me and Miz. Okay, so that tournament was absolutely amazing. My favorite part of that tournament had nothing to do with hockey. Me and Miz thought it'd be a great idea. We thought it'd be a great idea because it's a masters competition. Let's go into the petanque, so bocce ball. So me and Miz show up, and we're the only 2 people under 65 in this place, man. And it was the best night that I had in Dunedin, man. Because I was like hanging with all my grandmas and grandpas. It was amazing. And
I
me
think
and Miz just ripped it up. It was $5 drinks. Like it was perfect. It was such a good night. And we were what? One ball away from the podium, my friend. One
we were
ball away
close.
from the
Really
podium.
close.
Yeah, we got fourth place out of five teams. No,
No, I think there was
Like,
like
Lucky
20
those,
teams or
those
something,
young
wasn't there?
fuckers.
there's 20 some odd teams. We're hanging with the old folks. So that tournament we ended up playing in the whole team joined into a cornhole tournament. And next thing you know, Mr. Kliniak come home with 4 medals like he was Michael Phelps. Absolutely.
It's the weirdest name for that
Just
game,
dripping
man.
in necklaces.
Cornhole.
It's massive in Canada. My friends at home, they're in
Dripping in
leagues, and it's
necklaces.
just huge.
It's like, for real? That's what we call that? Bag in a hole? Cornhole?
It's you know what it is.
Cornhole?
It's like the
I know
NASCAR of
exactly.
drink. It's the NASCAR of drinking games. So, like, cause they make
don't
their
know,
own,
man.
and it's like decked out in Molson Golden stickers and like Bud Light and
You
like
guys played, when I went home, we played, it was like washers. You'd toss
washer
washers
toss. Washer-
Yeah.
into like a box, and there was
Yes.
a little...
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the evolution to cornhole. It started with
Is
horseshoes.
that the evolution to cornhole?
Yes, it was the
Yeah.
Betamax, like, you know, HD DVD before we got to what we've got.
Betamax.
The
Who's-
Horseshoe to cornhole.
Who's got the next question for Miz?
Holy fuck. All right.
So I'll give you one. So did you ever have any trouble getting your equipment through security and customs and traveling?
Ooh, that's a good one.
My equipment's been lost a couple times by a few airlines. The one big security thing that I had almost issues with was in Egypt when I went to the pyramids.
With your hockey equipment?
Yeah, I got a picture in front of the pyramids that was pretty much illegal. And when we got there,
Which means it is illegal.
yeah, it's illegal. So
Pretty much.
when we got there, the guys who were driving me, they had my big hockey bag in their trunk. And so security comes out to the car, checks the car. They saw this bag. They said, okay, you got to walk this bag to security.
through the
Through. It wouldn't fit through the machine.
so they said, okay, wait here, we gotta bring dogs out.
Now, the crazy thing is, a couple days before, I was in England and there was weed in my bag. So there's dogs
Oh,
now grabbing onto my hockey bag, chewing on the bag, and then I'm shitting myself. Yeah, fully like going nuts on it. The security guard's laughing. I'm shitting my pants.
The bag,
But all I thought,
No.
just find the crumb, and I'm like never going home.
Yeah.
so yeah, the security guard just
Yeah.
said, "Oh, the dog
Can
likes
lock you
your
in a
bag.
pyramid.
The dog likes your bag. Go through.
Go.
Ha ha ha." So I went through, and all I thought was like, "This is unreal. Like, I can't believe this is happening." They let me through there with my goalie equipment. So obviously, when I had the chance, I got the picture. But yeah, that was the toughest security.
Just think
Where's
about
my
how
bag?
crazy that is. You're in the
Yeah, it's
desert.
so wild.
You are in the
Yeah.
desert with your goalie equipment. You know, like if you left it there
On.
and some
No less.
aliens showed
Yeah.
up years later, they'd be like, "What is this?
Yeah,
Like, here it
It
is.
does not belong here."
Yeah.
Here it is.
I-
Here it is,
What were they
boys. Check
doing?
that out.
I actually did leave the.
Check
equipment
that
there.
shit
You
out,
left your
man.
equipment there.
Yeah.
You guys can
Oh,
see that
yeah.
picture, eh?
Yeah.
It's so
cool.
awesome,
That's
dude.
Crazy. It's a big net though. Probably get lit up.
Well, I had help. I had help from the guy with the horse in the background.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
Did
was
he carry-
like.
He was
He
like your
my extra
Zamboni.
goaltender. Yeah,
You
that
rode
is
it
a
on.
Zamboni driver.
You rode it on the Zamboni.
It's the popcorn vendor.
That's nuts.
That's
Peanuts.
yeah,
awesome.
that was.
Did you go up to the top of the pyramid? You're not.
No,
no,
we're
you're
not even
allowed
allowed to climb it at all. No.
No.
Yeah.
Have
If I
you?
could, I would have.
Have you? It's just a hologram, man.
That's it, eh?
Yeah. And COVID's
just a
not
hologram.
real.
All right. Next
Yeah,
question.
Have you guys not seen Despicable Me?
A few times, yeah, unfortunately. It's anyway, so next question is have you ever experienced maybe some sort of weird cultural something that made you feel either like in the dressing room or like outside of the arena at any point?
I mean, I have to go way back. I mean, the first time I went to Europe, I remember jumping in the shower. There was a couple girls on our team, and I remember jumping in the shower thinking, okay, the girls will wait or the boys will wait. And next thing you know, I turned around and one of the chicks was beside me naked. So that was kind of weird.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
okay in Europe to shower with girls beside you. So.
Hey, let's frolic
Yeah, like,
together.
No,
hey.
it's funny you say that because I remember being in Czech Republic years ago, and I went to a bathhouse, and I was sitting in the sauna, and there was like two chicks in there, and you're just kind of like, okay, it's Europe, it's liberal, whatever.
Hey.
Am I allowed a boner?
Yeah, and I had the same situation in Finland. I went to a hockey sauna party, and I remember putting my
That's a party.
putting my swimming trunks on, and the guys looked at me and they said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm going in the sauna." And they said, "No, you're going
those off."
swimming with that shit on. Take that off." And I was like, "Well, there's women in there too, right?" They're like, "Yeah, who cares?" So we get in there, and of course the women were wearing bathing suits, but the men
Oh,
were
Hi,
all naked.
ladies.
boo!
Wiggling
Come on,
around. Hey, look
equal
at
rights
that.
stuff. Come on.
I had a towel
Me
in my
too.
lap.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Was it like a hand cloth? You know what I mean?
Like a face cloth.
That's right.
Three
Question
centimeters
number-
by 3 centimeters.
Question number 9. Mizzy, have a look at your screen. I want to know how
we
this
got
happened.
Some
I want to know how
interactive
this
quiz.
came out. How did this happen?
Oh, damn.
Oh yeah, that's
It looks
before
like-
he even-
He
That's
looks like
before
he
he
just
got
woke
drafted.
up. Yeah, he looks like he just woke up.
He looks like he just got drafted by the Oilers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Oh, my God.
It's like,
I'm
what?
happy. I
was,
really am.
What?
So what's the story behind this picture?
We were doing a commercial with him for BioSteel, I think. This was
Oh,
the
okay.
year before he got drafted.
Oh,
So he's
okay.
And I was
yeah.
working on that shoot, so I asked him if I could get a picture, and yeah, he was cool about it. He was a nice
That's why he
kid.
looks so happy. Yeah.
No shit.
I wonder whatever happened to him.
So he's
I
like
don't know.
Yeah, he's
17.
gone
Who
on to do
knows?
some good things.
Yeah, well, the
Playing-
guy on the left,
playing-
he's really made it. He's on the Ride and Pine show right now.
Right.
So
The other guy's playing
What
in
about
the
that
East
other-
Coast Hockey League.
yeah,
Have you got like an
Toledo
Arizona
walleye.
hat on there, a coyote? Hey.
that's a
No,
that's
that's,
a Hawaii football. Hawaii
Yeah.
football hat.
Hawaii football.
The Rainbows? What are they called? The Rainbows?
Yeah, the Rainbows.
Is that right?
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the Rainbows. I think that's the other Hawaii team.
Yeah,
I think there's 2 colleges out there.
cool.
Not bad.
Question number 10, boys. Who's got it? Langer.
So, what was the inspiration? Obviously, something after your first trip kind of triggered to keep going. So, why did you decide to make this, part of your life's journey? Because I understand you're doing a blog, and I mean, it's quite an experience that you've gone on. I mean, very unique and quite, strange to a lot of people. So, what made you want to do this? Keep going.
I love hockey. I mean, that's basically the gist of it. I love hockey, and once I traveled with the Maltese guys to Dubai, I got the travel bug, and I thought, you know what, I need to combine the two. And next thing you know, I was scouring the internet to find international tournaments. And I think a year or 2 later, I ended up in Singapore on another tournament, and then it started snowballing. Like, then guys that met me at the tournament started inviting me here and there, and next thing you know, I'm in Ireland, and a guy at the Guinness factory is telling me how I should start writing a blog, and yeah, it just happened. It totally happened.
I think what's amazing about your
All
story is,
natural.
as kids grow up and they think there's only one pathway to success in hockey, and that's to play internationally or the NHL. But as you know now, like, you can see the world doesn't have to be one pathway. I think it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, when we were kids, there wasn't the option to go to Europe and play hockey or go anywhere. Nobody told me about this when I was trying out for junior and dreaming about
Yeah.
getting drafted in the NHL.
Yeah,
It was
So
just like,
I was
if
going
you
to ask
don't
you
get
about that.
drafted, that's it.
You're done. I was going to say, did you not feel? I felt the same way once I got through minor hockey. I felt like it's over, like you're done, and
Yeah.
that's good for people to hear because it's not. You're not done. You can do a lot of stuff. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, now they've got more options. Now these kids have way more options because you've got guys that are scouting for teams in Europe that are posting looking for players, and if you come across it on the internet, like we didn't have the internet. Like
Nope.
I remember York University was scouting me, and I had the coach actually phoning me at my house. Like
You're on the phone.
today, you imagine doing that today. Punchy, imagine calling everybody in your league to tell them they've got a hockey game tonight.
Yeah.
Like that's how hockey worked back then.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They would call
Yeah,
you
that
up.
is true.
Now we have it so easy. You press a button on the computer and everybody's got the message, right?
Send a text. Yeah, you're good to
Yeah.
go. All right. Well,
So what happened?
mine. Summer does this every once in a while. Some like coach is he's
He
fucking
gets to
coach.
play. We don't get
He's
to play.
yeah,
ever.
he's coach's pet. He's coach's pet. Sometimes he's getting hot dogs. He says he's getting hot dogs, but we know he's taking shots on net. But every once in a while, he takes off for a shift, and then he'll come back like nothing happened and acting all innocent. But it's just you've met him, you know what he's like. He's come and go. He's in and out.
So,
So
Missy, what do you do now? No, so you're in the lockdown. I mean, Ontario. I mean, my parents. I'm from Peterborough, so my parents have been in and out at all. And it's just. So, what do you do? What are you doing?
I work.
But I work
and-
enough though,
and
and
basically go
running a lot now. I run like 6-7K a day
Yeah.
to stay in somewhat decent shape
in case I ever do get called up to play some hockey again. We're not allowed to hang out with
case I get
people. There's no
phone
bars
call.
open. Like it's literally just me and the
Yeah.
wife chilling out all day. Like it's pretty lame.
So what you're saying is you're thinking about hockey and you're talking about hockey and you're trying to one day play some good hockey again and
keep
you
talking.
never know.
Dude, I've been in a few dark places where I just don't even want to talk about hockey because I
Yeah.
miss it so much. You know this
Yeah.
when we're chatting. I get all
Yeah,
pissy
yeah.
and start talking depressing shit. But let's not get into that now.
That's usually 20 seconds before I let you go. Hey,
Yeah.
look who's back. What did coach have you doing this time? Look at him. See, he comes back all happy because he just got a shift while me and Langer ride pine the whole thing.
Took a face off in the defensive zone and came straight to the bench.
That's right.
That's how much trust the coach has in
Hey,
him.
Summer, it's your question, bud. We're on question 11. It's all yours.
All right. Who are the hottest hockey chicks?
Okay, so just for the record, the question before he asked was about porn. And now
Yeah,
he's asking about the ladies.
Who are the hottest
Well,
hockey
these are the
chicks?
things people want to
Hey,
know, right?
Yes,
when
they
you're
are.
when
Yes,
you're
it's
showtime
journalism.
when you're showtime and you're the only guy on this show who gets ice time, you can ask whatever you want.
Touche.
So let me dive into this.
In hockey terms,
Ooh, he's
He's gonna stay
diving.
respectable.
We
here.
understand.
the
All right.
only
Put on
I
your
actually-
snorkel.
I played hockey. I skated with the Bulgarian women's national team.
And that's all
And
you
there
need
were-
to say.
They were not very good, but there were a couple
But they
that
were
were
very
very
good?
good looking.
Yes. Okay.
Attaboy.
They need.
But I mean, it's the same everywhere. I mean, you go to Iceland, it's lookers. You feel like you're on a runway with models everywhere. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And
Brazil
ice
was
runway.
crazy too. It's just the same, the norm. But you know, most of the girls I meet to play hockey with, I'm not looking at them in that way anyways. I'm looking at them like,
See, Somerville?
That's the politically correct way to go.
That's
there,
what I wanted
Liz.
to like. You could I don't know what you're talking about. I just like hottest, like the best hands or like
Hottest,
the
really good.
hottest skates.
Like, as in, which
Swift-
ones have the
Swift of
you know.
skates.
That's right.
the,
Right.
the
Good.
highest temperatures, per
That's
Some
capita.
of the best sauce passes
That's
in the neutral zone.
That's
Who
right.
has
Who
the
like
highest?
to go back door or get double teamed
Hey,
in the crease,
yeah.
like
Back-
Regardless, they all look the same with their helmets on.
Yeah.
Oh
It's a very
wow, that's
diplomatic
a
answer, yeah.
that is a perfect answer
All right. Well, we'll
for a
just
man
end the
with
question
a
then.
wife who hasn't brought him down any coffee yet.
That's right.
No, she did. She's actually not far right now, so I'm in
okay.
hearing distance.
Oh God, so she can hear what I just said. Sorry, darling.
No, I got the headphones on. Don't worry,
So make
Cam,
sure
you're
you
okay
take
still.
their helmet off before you take them home. That's what you're saying.
That's right. That's right.
That's
Don't
exactly
want to
how
get
it goes.
home.
Do I get
and
another
you,
question or what?
you got Billy Smith.
Yeah, man, you got as many as you want. Go, we got four left and we're kicking them out. Whoa, there's some door action going on there.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
the
that's the
the
wife.
copy.
It is
Hey, honey.
morning. It's tomorrow.
Good morning.
Tomorrow.
Good morning.
Just want to say how amazing you are for
Oh, she
being
can't
up at
hear you.
5.
They're all
okay.
saying
okay.
that you're amazing.
Yeah. Well, Aaron was summertime. Cam didn't say anything.
Yeah, Cam
My
didn't
wife
say
would
shit.
not be up at 5 in the morning. I still love you anyway, Sonny, but she would not be up bringing me coffee.
I love that you just apologized to her like she actually listens to
Yeah,
what we
well,
say.
you never know, man. She never know. She's not a dumb lady. She'll figure it out.
She'll never
Like how you
listen
put
to
yourself
us.
there.
But I don't think she's interested at all. So
No,
it's like
No.
it's a good chance.
not even a whole percent chance. That but just in the off chance, I do love you, honey. And
just in case.
all right, just like, anyways. So
No,
right, that
far
was
too much time.
what was the lot? So we got 4 questions. So it's one question.
We have
each
3
plus
left.
10?
We have
What?
3 left. 4
Langer.
left. Sorry.
Shake your head at me, Langer. What do you?
Well,
I know.
He's getting used to his new haircut.
You're all right. You're all right. You're doing all right, buddy.
He's got a
feels
good
good.
shot. He's got the shovel. He's got the shovel with him right
It's
now.
fine. It's fine.
All right, Punchy,
So do you
hit
guys
me.
Let me know here.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. What?
Sharing the
I don't-
desktop. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, there you go. Get rid of that.
Sorry, it's
Humongous
easier.
Chronicles.
It's like some commercial. Get
Blame the producer. Oh wait, that's yeah.
We're gonna where it goes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, one day we'll get a producer. Maybe episode 10, probably not. Ms. Ghetto Blasters. Tell me about them. That's my question. The Ghetto Blasters. Who are the Ghetto Blasters?
The Ghetto Blasters is a team I started in 2009. I started it in the fucking
I played for it,
fuck
and I
got
got
sick.
together and I smashed the shit out of all of them.
Basically, I played for a couple
Fighting
teams.
power,
I won some championships for them, and they were very unappreciative. I got injured. I hurt my neck pretty badly, and I almost needed surgery. And the teams promised me my spot, and when I was cleared to play, they fucked me off. So I said, "Fuck you." I started a team, and I've smashed all of those teams. So
good. Turned it up to 11.
fuck you, burritos.
There you go.
And there's our first shout out of the night.
And I'm
from
gonna look
this.
them up. I'm gonna
Love
look them
it.
up and give them the double bird too.
Burritos.
Oh, they got the
All right.
they got
Now,
the hard
one question
0
left
too.
around the horn.
Nice, the cornhole.
Here we go. We're going on to our final shots. We got 3 last shots to throw at the net, and we're done with our 5 and 10.
Okay, I've got to ask the question then. So what? What
You going
is
for the hat
most-
trick?
No. All right, well, I don't know.
Yeah, you are.
You tell me.
Shoot, buddy.
Yeah,
What's the most whatever? We'll go with entertaining team name that you've played for.
Oh, that's a good one.
Creative, you know.
Creative. That's a good one.
Creative.
Weren't you playing for the strip polars in Adelaide? That you called them something else at the top of the show, but the name of the team was the strip polars. That's pretty cool.
I got a
it's
bonus
pretty
question
funny.
after all this.
helped name that team too.
but it doesn't
Oh,
matter
nice.
because that team.
Anyways,
was
don't
supposed to
remember
be-
that one.
Hold on though, that team was made by a guy who lives in Alaska, who I'm not going to mention. And the whole polars thing has to do with being up in Alaska and polar bears.
Polar.
But the
No.
one fucking guy who was from Alaska that ran the team didn't show up. So you tell me, where's
So
the
you
fucking polar
got
bears?
in Alaska.
Did he
Okay.
get COVID?
No, he got crushed by
Actually,
polar
I
bear.
heard he has gotten COVID. I don't talk to
Oh.
him anymore. I'm still upset with him.
Oh, you might not
It
have
wasn't
to.
Russell Crowe, was it? Or Burt
No.
Reynolds. Okay, it wasn't
Mr.
Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds.
Okay, so rest of you guys can shut up because I'm gonna ask Mrs. question. Do you have just shut up for a second? Do you have a closet full of jerseys from
Yeah, I
your
do.
world tours? You must have. What are you gonna do with that? You need to display that. You need to build a shed. You got to charge people like a toonie or something to come in and look at it.
Good old Tootie.
Says
what
the
are you gonna
guy with
do?
the crazy shrine over his
You
shoulder.
know, but you need just instant coffee for free when you come in. Like
Honestly,
you
I
need to do
do-
something with that.
I have a closet with about 65 jerseys that my wife hates, and she would really love to
She
burn.
hates them. You need to get them out.
But
No,
there's
you
a
need to
lot
put them
of
somewhere
collector's
where we
items
can
in
come and
there.
see
On the wall.
Yeah.
There's a ton of
Don't let her
collector's
burn it down.
items.
Slade.
I think one day that they could end up belonging in the beer league hockey hall of fame.
Like, why wouldn't you take? You should take the the best jersey, get it framed, and like put it on the wall and just see if she notices.
No,
Put
what
it
you
on the
do?
wall
You
somewhere.
know
You
what? I wouldn't put it past her to do that for me. Like with the world record jersey that I have, that would be the one that I'd want that
Oh,
done
yeah.
with.
Yeah. Oh, see, yeah.
But-
That's
Be
great,
careful
yeah.
because sometimes girls will say, "Give this to me, and I will do something with it," and then you never see it again.
That's right. I've done something.
So what you do is you get yourself a box, put all of them in. You go down to the Hockey Hall of Fame, and you walk into reception and go, "Here it is. It's right here."
I've written on the box.
It's all in here.
I've contacted them. I've had people contacting me
Nice.
about purchasing my Maltese jersey, which is literally just a yellow jersey with
Nice.
nothing on it.
Oh,
but
right.
you're not giving it up.
Dude, if you
You're
can
not
get
giving
if
it
you
up.
can get a piece of your life in that Hall of Fame,
That'd be
that
crazy.
has got to be something you got to do.
Yeah.
That would
That'd
be
be
so
Well-
awesome.
I think the puck from the game I played in at the world record is in the Hall of Fame, and I'm sure there's a jersey or two in there too, but nothing directly from me. If something came directly from me, I'd be super honored. But I mean, I'm not one to push it. I'm not here for the glory. I'm here just for the game.
And that's
Dude,
why
dude,
he's
you
the
have to get it-
inaugural member. Of
No,
the
it has
beer
to
league.
be right in the cabinet next to Gretzky's 50th goal in 39 games, right next to it,
That's right.
and then you're
Right
done.
next to that.
Then you're done.
I could literally
Then do
just
that.
lie down and die at that point.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Go lie down in Bay Street, right in the trolley tracks, and just Tim Hortons in hand and
Trolley tracks.
shop
Right,
these
the trolley.
Montreal smoked meat sandwich, and you're done.
All right, we got two left for you, Miz. Go,
Hit me.
Summer.
Okay, what country had the best beer?
Ooh, that was easy.
I know. I have a feeling I know this one.
It's fucking Germany, bud.
Oh yeah. No,
German
yeah.
beer is so amazing. Czech beer is very close too.
I was gonna
And
say
it's-
my number one's Czech beer. So
Czech beer is really good.
yeah.
It's I'd say way cheaper, so
It
there. But German beer like is just so good.
like, yeah, I love German beer. It's much better than
Cool.
Molson.
Yeah, sweet. You're right. Yeah. No, I'll probably agree to that.
But there's good beer everywhere.
Yeah.
Don't honestly, Czech Republic has amazing beer. Germany has amazing beer. I've had great beer in Portugal, like the Sagres and stuff.
Don't get me
Superbock
wrong,
is a good
just
beer.
Go with Germany, man. Fuck
So it's
all
be-
everyone else. Germany.
So it's
done.
better than OV. If you're older, you'll know what OV is.
Fuck yeah.
Old Vienna.
Is that?
No, I know.
Yeah.
So like Labatt's 50.
I know.
It's
I know
better than
Molson
Maker Laker.
Golden.
Oh no,
Yeah. Molson.
Ah, I'm
it's
not into that.
it's the kind.
Yeah. No, that's.
but
too
you
bad.
know when you're in Canada, and if you go to a rink to play with a bunch
It's
of
the
guys,
kind of
that
beer that Willie and his buddies drink.
if you go to a
Sorry,
rink
bud.
with a bunch of guys in Canada, the way that you know that they're really good hockey players is usually they've got Coors Light or some shit like that.
Yeah.
If you step
Yeah.
into a room and they've got
'cause you
Heineken, there's something wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you can function on that kind of beer, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
You can
light
drink.
beer.
You can drink 18 of them and you're fine. You can drive home.
That's
No,
right.
it's true though.
That's right.
That, if you think, no, he's absolutely right. Like, I realize when I go home and have Canadian beer, like it's so drinkable. It's like the commercial says. But yeah, if you got a guy coming in there with like, yeah, Heineken or Beck's or like, you're
Yeah.
not, you don't do this
No.
very often. You know,
When-
someone's picking you up at the end of the day. 'Cause,
Yeah, if you're bringing IPAs, that's a big no-no. Like,
yeah, your Alexander Keiths and your box of mismatched Sleeman. Like you don't. play that.
Moosehead's okay for the dressing room. Everybody
Oh,
loves a
Moosehead.
little Moosehead.
Yeah.
You just gotta be careful for all those bruises on your hips.
That's
You know, from the horns, Moosehead.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah,
Oh, we got you.
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh,
I'm glad that made you guys laugh.
that's another language. Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, now we're gonna bring up the rear here. Got one last question for you, Miz, before we let you go. So, sum up the experience, man, being a goon. All I really want to know, this is my main question. So you got to come over to Australia, hang out with us and the boys. You were our backup goaltender for the whole tournament. About 2:41 left in the third period of the finals. We threw you in a 4-3 game. And what happened?
Was it 4-4?
Yeah. Oh no.
No, it was
It was a 4.
tied. It was tied.
Was it a 3-3?
It was
3-3
tied.
game. So it's a 3-3 game. 2 minutes left. You got the call.
Well, it was an ill-timed call.
It was fucking weird, man.
Very ill-timed call. It was.
You know what?
Hit a
It
cord. I hit a cord.
If somebody asked me what
It was the most
fucking
dramatic
thing,
feeling experience of my life.
it haunts me.
Look,
It fucking haunts me.
that was my
Do you have
my
something
call.
to say about that, Somerville?
Yeah, that was my call.
It fucking haunts me.
Right?
I don't.
But-
I still, to this day, I have no fucking clue what led to that because Maya was playing pretty good. If you ask me, I thought he was decent. It was just he had it in his fucking head that he had to leave the ice. For some
We
reason.
weren't gonna name names, but
No, fuck it, man. Like I love. I get along with him, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think he understands how it feels to be at the other end. And until that day, I didn't know how it felt to be in that position either. And I never want to feel that way again,
No, I
like
know.
ever, because
So-
that was a tournament that the year before. You got to understand. I went there. I played for 2 teams, and I had like 9 shutouts there. I fucking smoked everybody. And the year I was there with you guys, I didn't play that great. I was a little bit out of shape. I was pissed off at the other team I was there playing with. And all of a sudden, you know, I'm having fun with you guys. You guys were amazing. Like, I loved hanging out with you guys. I loved feeling part of a team, even though I was your backup. I was your glorified, like, bench guy. But when that call came, what the fuck to think? It really great.
It's happening.
I think
So
it was
were you
summer.
eating a hot dog? Like,
I was literally.
are you on your phone?
you
Or?
may as well have been.
You
No,
got to
the thing
remember.
that was crazy, Liger, you got to understand, like, so to start the game, we're going into the finals of a beer league tournament with 2 goaltenders, which is hilarious in itself.
Yeah.
So you're
Right?
in good shape.
And
You're in good
yeah,
shape.
so
You got
so
some
we're
depth.
like, all right, well, we're gonna split the warm up so that both goalies get a couple shots on them. Well, our backup goaltender takes the entire warm up, and the starting goaltender is at the red line doing stretches.
He's just lying on this.
He's
He's getting
he's,
his pads cold.
he's
right?
doing
That's what
yoga,
doing.
man. He's
Getting
like
his
doing
pads
yoga.
cold.
Yeah, and nobody really knows what's going on. The whole game goes, and then all of a sudden, with 2 minutes left, our goaltender calls the timeout and leaves the game and says,
says-
"It's your turn, miss. Go."
He pulls the shoot with 10 minutes left.
He said
had enough hockey, I'm
exactly, quote
It wasn't-
unquote, he said, Mitzi, it's your time to shine. And I fucking was just like, what the fuck? And I had to skate in the corner where the bar was, so everybody is standing there probably saying
Yeah.
the same thing I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on? And it was a penalty kill too. Remember, it was a penalty
Yeah.
kill.
Yeah,
So
we
I
just
step
took a
on the
penalty.
ice.
So
I
it's
step
just a
on the
start-
ice
In the
cold
PK.
in a
Yeah.
4-4
It's a
tie with 2
What is
minutes
this, a baseball
left.
game?
Puck's dropped, goes back to the D-man, snaps it over the D-man, clapper. First shot of the game.
You know what that's like?
They
That's
score, take a lead.
That's
Then
like
the
going
next
to the-
one, it gets dumped down, and Mizzy's in that. Oh my gosh, should I go for it? Spot? Should I go for it? And then just ran out, belly flop. Guy stepped around him, and now we're down 2.
That's like
Not
going
to
to the
make
bar and there's a cover band, and the singer just hands the guy in the microphone in the crowd. It says, "You're now the singer in the cover
And
band."
leaves.
And he left.
So okay, so that summed it up, and I'm sorry I ended it on that.
And there
note.
was a
It's-
crowd there too. Langer, there was
Oh,
a
few hundred people there.
Yeah.
No,
So you're
there was
sweating
more
a
than
little bit.
60
That's
people.
tough.
Just in the fucking bar, there
Yeah.
was 60 people.
yeah, it was pretty
So
busy.
you're just hoping for that first save just to get you in the game.
And the cool thing about this game is we were playing this.
I was
Slovakian
hoping
team,
to
so it was all
fucking
chance.
wake up. I was hoping to wake up, and the fucking
You're-
nightmare wasn't real.
So you're eating a hot dog.
So yeah,
So you're eating a
haunts,
dog. Yeah.
that haunts me. I'll never ever get that back.
Oh, man,
Well done, boys.
don't let it haunt you,
What a
man.
great
Yeah,
Come
don't
on,
let it
dude.
haunt you. Okay, let's ask him one more question before we go, so he can wash that one out of his face.
I'm
Somebody's
sorry you
got one.
experienced that, bud. That's awful. That's
Yeah.
awful.
Well, look, you blame that one on me. That's my fault, Mizzy. Like I should have said to Maya when he talked to me in the crease, that look, we need to put Mizzy in. I'm not feeling
Summertime, your
confident.
goalie is telling you, "I don't want to play anymore."
Well,
That's a
but-
tough position to be
I
in.
know, but
Yeah.
as
But
the
bef-
leader, I should have said to him, "No, man, I have full confidence in you. You're the man. You're my fucking goalie. Stay in net and play your best. It doesn't matter what
Before-
the result is. Blah blah blah. Right?
Before you spoke to
motivational
him in the crease, he was already putting his hand up to me.
He's done.
And that's when
Yeah,
he got
yeah,
yeah.
all
Waving
you
the
guys'
flag.
attention. And I remember you chatting with him. And then I think you skated by the bench and you were like, "Get ready."
Well,
It's like-
I remember the third. I remember
you
that
get
game.
ready?
So I remember that game. So when you came in, I believe it was it 3-3 when you came in. I
I
think
think
it was 3-3.
4-4.
Okay, so 4-4. So the third goal that they scored, he actually scored on his own net. They dumped it in, and he put it in his own net.
So he turned around and shot it into his own net.
No, like he went behind the net to stop it,
And
and
then
it
shot
hit
into his own
and
net.
it hit his stick and shot out front of the net. He went to chase it. It got caught under his pad, and he spun it into the net
He's
himself.
never played road hockey in his life. Honestly.
Like it was an own goal. Like he scored it was the third goal was an own goal in that game.
I don't remember that.
I recall it. I recall.
Really?
Anyways, we're moving on past that.
I can't
What I
wait to
what
see
I
the movie. The movie's going to be so good when it comes out.
the movie's gonna be amazing, and hopefully
Punch will be
hopefully-
Kurt Russell, and Summertime will be.
hopefully we can get Mizzy over here again, and you two can have a goalie controversy and figure out who's going to be the starter when we go
No,
back.
no
to
goal
Adelaide.
controversy. I'll be ready to go with 5 minutes
Yeah.
left in a 4-4
Adelaide.
game in the final.
Yeah.
On the penalty kill.
2022.
But Mizzy, Mizzy, from the boys at Riding Pine on the fourth line, it's been a pleasure having a backup tendy sitting on the bench with us today.
Nice to meet you, bud. I'll pass you the
dude.
hot dog whenever we're playing together.
Not
So
an
it's been a pleasure, buddy, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon, man.
Thanks for
So
having
thanks.
me, guys. Have a
safe.
great
Keep
day.
keep Toronto safe, buddy.
Yeah. Be
Trying,
safe in Toronto.
Because we got to go back there at some point. So keep it hot.
And you guys remember, hockey is an amazing game, and enjoy it while I can't.
Awesome, man.
We
We
will,
live,
Mizzy.
we live
will.
through each other through the game, buddy. We love
So
it.
cheers to Miz, boys.
Mizzy.
And we'll catch up with you another time, and that will conclude the second period.
Peace out.
Oh, tweet.
Awesome.
See you, Miz.
Well, that was cool.
He's like,
First
I'm
guest
gonna-
in the bag, boys.
He's like, I'm gonna have some frozen pizza pockets, and I'm going back to bed. Suck it.
Man, pizza pockets.
I'm gonna watch
Oh my God.
9,000 channels on TV because it's all free, and I'm going back to bed.
Those were the bomb. I remember biting a hole in them, and I just let them sit and let them steam out.
Because there's two kinds, right? There's the pizza pocket, the pizza pop, the Pillsbury pizza pop, which was like the moon shaped.
Oh
And
yeah,
then there
no,
was
it
the
wasn't
pizza
that.
pocket, which was like
Yeah.
a round,
Yeah.
different.
It was it was like
like a
a
little
pizza
pillow, like-
donut.
Yeah. So and then there was the pizza pop, which was like a half moon and had cube shaped cheese in it.
Yeah.
My parents would go to Costco and buy like a bunch of them, and when I'd wheel home at like 2 a.m, I'd put a lot of them into the microwave.
That's right.
A lot of them in the microwave. After I'd had street meat and a pizza.
Man, remember the mini pizzas? Yeah. You remember
Yeah,
those
yeah.
little round puppies? Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
the
those.
M&M ones that were stuck
yeah,
together.
That's right.
They break them in half. Of course they do. It was all there was like 3 slices of pepperoni.
That's right.
Because I remember earlier podcast, you used to get them at like the rink, and they'd microwave it and be
That's
stuck to
right.
a paper plate.
That's right.
Oh, you're talking about those pizzas, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
They only come in 2 kinds: pepperoni or Hawaiian.
Or Hawaiian, that's right.
And it wasn't even Hawaiian; it was like cut up chunks of bacon.
And
That's
everyone
right.
knows
Yeah,
pepperoni
that's
doesn't
right.
belong on
Yeah,
pizza.
that's
Yeah.
So it goes back to the whole dirt thing. We used to eat dirt stuff. Just
that's
filthy
right.
stuff.
That's right.
Oh
You know,
my
pizza
god.
pockets. Eh?
So that
Oh
was
my
good. That was
God.
good to talk to Mizzy, a guy who's
Got some
played
good
hockey
stories.
all around the world. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Like,
cool
what a
because-
cool experience, man.
But we can relate to that because I mean, I remember one of the first BHL games I played. I was on the wing, and it was Vadim and
Turkey.
no, it was some other dude, and they were talking. They were arguing in Russian.
Oh,
Dimitri.
And I remember-
It would have been Dimitri for
Yeah,
sure.
Like,
they
dude.
still
this is
do
so,
that.
This is so messed up.
They're like husband and wife.
Like I'm playing
Dude,
in
all
another
athletes.
country, and these Russian guys are yelling at each other in Russian. And I'm like,
Yeah, when,
are you gonna pass me the puck, or am I just gonna do laps and go to the bench? Like I don't know.
you shared a room with them in Adelaide,
What a
didn't you?
trip, you know. You're from Arn. No, where are you from? No, you're not from Arnprior. Sorry.
No.
No offense. But you're Merton. No, because I know people from Arnprior. They're gonna yell at me. You're Merton. You're Smith Russell Falls, Tawa. Where you
Yeah,
Nah.
that's right. Yeah.
Right,
Smith
you know.
Russell Falls to watch.
You know, like
Awesome.
we're just a bunch of nobody boys, and like we got the turkey,
Man, we're the fourth line.
and these Russian dudes, and like I
That's
don't
right.
know, and there's some French guy yelling at us from the bench, and like
Man, we got Marku.
Marku Malarju.
That's right. You know, like, we got flavors from all over the
and
place.
there we are. It's good
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
So before we go, I want to give you a couple of road trip stories. So
Have we started the third period yet?
we're still in the first period, I think.
Man, it's like how long we've been running here. We need to get the
We-
third period.
Okay,
Yeah,
I won't
we're-
take too long. I just
let's
got a
see,
couple
yeah,
of stories to share.
All
You
right.
gonna blow a whistle or what's going on here?
And the third period's underway.
All right. So the first period's 2 minutes. The second period is an hour and a
An hour and a
half,
That's right.
and the third period we'll try and get her done in 15 minutes. So,
15 minutes. All right.
I don't know. So my good buddy
Was-
Mike Broccoli at home, he is the master of road trips, and I'd only gone on a couple with him. He would, like, we went to the. He organizes the best stuff. So World Juniors a couple of times. We always stay in a great hotel. We get a limo to the games, like, and he's not pretentious. He just knows how to do this stuff.
Yeah.
And he still does that. I'm not home anymore, but he'll take the boys down to Philly, and they'll go to an Eagles game, a Flyers game, and like a Phillies game. Like, it's full on. You know, Detroit, it's the Lions, Red Wings, Tigers. It's always amazing, but can't talk more because I'm not there. So, two big trips that I remember is when I was in my third year of uni. A buddy of mine who had a cottage up north, we were going to have the Great Canadian Weekend. So I remember sitting in lectures and we planned it all out, and it was awesome. It was just before Super Bowl, so end of January. Is that about right?
Yeah.
Punch Man.
Yeah. Beginning of
So
February.
we drove
yeah.
up there, and I remember they put the trucks out on the lake, and they had an auger, and the water came up, and we spent the night shoveling off the ice. I mean, this huge rink, and we had all the trucks around, and we put all the beers in the snowbanks, and it was awesome because we had this huge rink. We go play for about a bit, and there was guys that couldn't even play, but it didn't matter because it was like so we go inside, drink whiskey, go out and play hockey, put all the beers in the snowbank. But it was so cold; they had frozen and exploded, but we had these
Canadian problems, eh? Yeah.
It was awesome though. We had these
Exactly. Canadian.
we had these
first world.
stainless steel buckets around the house in the cottage, full of lake ice. So you just chuck it in your drink, and you got your whiskey and coke, and just having a good time. So I remember we were playing cards, and it was. I can't say it was late because it's winter, so it's probably like 7 o'clock, and it's pitch black out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the boys had brought their sleds out, and I've never ridden a snowmobile in my life, so I hopped out there, no gloves, no jacket, and just
Oh.
ripping
no.
ripping across the lake.
What?
Just
Big
bombed.
smile on your face.
Yeah, ripping
Oh,
across the lake. So I remember we went, and this is like a $10,000 like skidoo sled.
Oh shit!
It's been jacked up, like just
Yeah.
amazing, and I'm just ripping around, and we go around this corner to go through the channel, and I can feel that it's gonna go, and I'm like, I need to bail.
Oh no.
And I jumped off in this very expensive snowmobile. I remember watching it rolling into the woods and slamming against a tree.
Oh.
Absolutely buckled. And my friends are gone. Like the light, it's dark.
You're alone in the.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm alone out in the woods because the lights are gone because they've gone ahead. And I'm like trying to push this thing over, and it's still running. And they come back. Are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. Great
Really?
weekend.
Yeah, great weekend.
Great
Trav.
weekend. But we just played. We got up and we played hockey, and then got drunk, and then shot some guns off, and then played hockey again. But
Good
just it
old
was a very
Canadian
Canadian
parties, eh?
memorable.
Yeah.
The same. I think it was the same weekend. These buddies had. There was a bit of open water, so they were trying to skim the open water, and the buddy's snowmobile had conked out and it sunk. So they had to go get him in the boat, but he brought his scuba equipment. See, this is what because he brought his scuba equipment, knowing that something. So they had to dive down and winch it out of the lake, and leave it running in the shed for the rest of the weekend to dry it out.
Oh my God! I want this guy to plan my next trip home.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good time, and I'm like, I'm not a redneck dude, and there's nothing like that. But my friends growing up were all country boys, so if something happened, someone had a solution
Yeah,
to the problem.
country
Yeah.
boys do some shit, man, and they
Yeah.
can solve any problem.
Anything. They're probably one of the smartest group of people you'll ever meet in your life. So my second greatest road trip was, and you were talking about going to music concerts. So when I was in school
Damn,
every
I didn't get
summer.
to tell any of my stories. All right, sorry.
Well, you're gonna.
Yeah.
I'll give you a
no,
chance. You're
no,
my
no,
peer.
no,
I'll pass you the puck.
It's too late, man. Man, we've been at this for we're almost 2 hours here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's getting late. Anyways, sorry, I've
Tell the
interrupted.
story?
Yeah, music stories. Or
Summer,
festival.
Summer needs us to finish pretty early because he's still got to watch this before he goes to bed.
That's right. It's like good
Well,
entertainment, you know.
I can always do it. But I just wanted to share it because it's a story. So,
It's Mrs. fault he showed up too early.
well, he was
It's
He
great
was
to have a
driving
guest,
down
though.
a goat track to play hockey on the top of a mountain. So
I can't believe he was inhaling goat. What was it? Goat shit for
Yak,
fucking
yak,
a
yak
whole
shit.
period. A
Yeah.
whole period of yak shit just
You
down
gotta
your
shut
throat.
that diesel off. It tastes awful.
Did any of you think of Jim Carrey when he said yak shit?
Yeah.
Yak?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's all I could think of when he said that. It's getting pretty hot in these rhinos. Anyway, sorry, quick story. So I
my
spent a
God.
lot of pretty much my entire young 20s life going to concerts and festivals in the summer growing up. Like all my money went to that. So one of the most memorable ones is I went to this one called Eden Fest, and it was in
Eden Fest, oh, yeah.
Newcastle. So it was a one-off in. So Newcastle's like a little garbage town just on the way to Peterborough. So it was a racetrack, Mosport Speedway. So the headliner was The Hip. Bush played.
Bush.
The Cure.
The Cure.
No
shit.
Yeah, The
From
Cure, and
England,
there
The
was like
Cure?
who else
Right?
was there? It was like who's that band?
Friday,
Two
I'm in
Princes.
love.
You know, remember Two Princes?
Oh,
If you wanna call me baby,
yeah.
just
or the
go
Hat.
ahead now. And if you, yeah,
So
I know.
who are?
Two
Come on,
Princes.
everyone's gonna be like punching me in the face.
I know
Spin
both
Doctor.
of those
What is it?
princes.
Spin Doctors.
Spin
Sometimes.
Doctors, thank you.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of like Canadian bands, but there were some big bands. So it was the first time I saw The Hip. So the road trip was I had the car, I just like shitty Buick something Century,
Sabre.
whatever. So you pile into it. You know, you're like an old man with a hat trying to drive down the highway to get there. And there was one,
An
you get a
old man
bus,
with a
right?
hat.
Like a school bus that takes you in there. So you get there and you realize it's chaos. So you're not getting on the shuttle. So I remember walking in up this road to get into the thing, and we all had our weed and stuff in our hands and like, you know, tucked into your body and stuff. And we got in there, set up our tent. There was a group behind us, and they had shovels, and they were digging into the ground. So they'd come in a week earlier and buried like
That's
a couple
right.
of cases
Yeah.
of beer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were like ready to
that's a
go.
solid move.
So they did that. And so we had brought like a bunch of coolers of booze, but what
Probably
we did,
not
I
all
remember the
they
day we
did.
went to like A&P and bought a bunch of A&P, you know that.
Oh yeah.
You know what that is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we bought a bunch of cartons of milk. And then I remember driving down the street, dumping them at the cars we're driving, and we filled it with whiskey and vodka and glue gunned it shut. So we walked in with these coolers full of all these milk cartons, and the guy's like, "You better drink it because it's going to be bad." And I'm like, "No, man, it's going to be good. Don't worry."
We'll drink it.
Yeah.
So we're bombed and we're walking around all day, and the whole sort of undercurrent of the concert was there's going to be a surprise guest at the end. So you're like, who's it going to be? Everyone's like, is it Chili Peppers? Is it Pearl Jam? It was like, you know, 96. It's kind of that thing. So I remember sitting there. I borrowed this
Avril
tent.
Lavigne.
No, she wasn't even born then. I don't
Oh
think.
right. Okay. Yeah.
So I got this tent from someone, and it was like a 12-person mansion tent that I slept in by myself. You know, like you're in the
Nice.
corner, and then you wake up, and there's just like this cavernous space in this tent.
Yeah.
You're by yourself. Your
Where's
shoes.
everyone? Oh,
your
yeah.
shoes. So I remember we're sitting there, we'd rolled this big joint, and I had a big afro at the time because I used to have hair, right? And I remember everyone gave me the joints, and I just tucked them all in my hair.
Oh
And these-
right.
Yeah, and these
Yeah.
cops walked by, and they were busting everybody, and I just kept pulling them out. And they had this yellow school bus that ran around on a track because it was a racetrack, and they picked people up. Like they tried really hard to do, but it just dissolves into chaos really quickly. So I remember going. It was the first time I saw the Tragically Hip, and it was the Trouble at the Hen House tour when the song "Gift Shop" and those guys are hip fans.
Oh,
Gift
yeah,
Shop
yeah.
and-
Yeah.
And I was standing there, and I am just like in awe of this stuff. I'd also taken some mushrooms that was in a form of a hockey puck that some dude was wandering around selling. And I'm standing there having a time, and I look around, and my friends are gone, and I am alone amongst 70,000 people.
And
I
it's
start-
like you and the snow machine all over again.
and you start getting the sweats. and I don't know where my tent is, and I don't know my friends, and I'm going to die. I'm going to walk back to Peterborough, which will take me 3 days, And it was
No,
pretty
it'll
bad.
take
So,
you 15 minutes in that state, though.
exactly. So anyway, it came down to the fact at the end of the concert where they didn't have a special guest. And so
That's
things,
right. That's just something they said to keep everybody there.
yeah,
for the
and
whole
it didn't
duration.
happen.
And
And then
and the concert actually ended 3 days ago.
exactly, and things got really dark.
And I'm just staring at a tree.
It was like a cartoon. I remember this golf cart on fire driving by our tent site with no one driving it. And people like running around with lighters lighting tents on fire. And it was like,
That's like the movie version of a good time.
Fuck you, special
It was.
guest. Yeah.
It was like,
Get
that was
'em!
it. It was the apocalypse.
I'm gonna burn this golf cart.
Shit. Everybody's tents going up in flames. Yeah. Well,
And everyone ran. I remember getting my parents, because it's my parents' car, right? And getting home, and there's a bunch of grass and shit all underneath it, and just crap everywhere. My parents were like, "What happened to the car?" I'm like, "Oh, I went to a rock festival."
It was
That's
just
what happens."
just a field, just some dirt. Relax.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of corn husks.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a good time. So
Yeah.
got messed up, and I remember getting in the shower, and it was just filth.
Well,
Just,
like
you
our
know?
festivals are in corn, like they're in farmer fields,
They're
right?
farmer
Like
fields.
that's
A lot of them are, yeah.
we don't have the sort of venues that like you'd never find a farmer's field in Auckland that you're gonna hold a
No.
festival at. It's at a ground, it's at
It's
a
like
Well, isn't like R and
Bill
B like
Dunbarry's
that?
farm, like 40 kilometers.
That's right.
They gave him $500 and said, "Okay."
We'll clean up the mess. Don't worry. Yeah, man, it's weird. I remember seeing a New Zealand play Canada rugby. They played just outside of Barrie. I drove with my now wife, and it was in a farmer's field. I was like, there was no changing
The All
rooms.
Blacks.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it wasn't the All Blacks. It would have been
Okay.
like
It was
the
just. It was like.
D-Blacks,
It was like
right?
us. It was like us going.
Yeah.
Did you just say it was
Yeah.
the blacks?
The D Blacks, but man, like I
It's
remember
just
the-
D blacks. It wasn't all blacks. It's just those blacks.
The D's nuts of All Blacks.
No,
I
that's
love
not
it.
what I meant. I meant like A, B, C, D squad blacks. Shut the fuck up. That's not what I said. Fuck.
These nuts
We're
blacks.
never.
Oh my God.
Shut up.
So you're out there. You're like, okay.
Go these nuts blacks.
We should probably do an episode on that because that is a culture. Just walking around in the swamp and just here we go. I'm gonna throw a tent down. I'm not gonna sleep. I got
Oh
no
my God.
food. No,
That's right.
I've lost
Oh.
my shirt. I
I think
got
we've
nothing.
I think we've all definitely gone to some concerts and seen some shit.
Oh man.
That is a whole nother
That
episode.
we should do one because
Yeah. All right. Okay, I'll save my stories then. Save my stories.
So I think we should wrap up the third, eh? Wrap up the third and head for a quick shot through overtime and then call it a day.
Fuck
No,
yeah,
right.
let's go. Get it.
You know
over
what?
with. Let's go. I'm done.
You know what? I don't even care that we're climbing on 2 hours. It's been 2 weeks. We needed a good episode in us to catch up. This has been a good one.
You can
So-
split it in half.
Could do.
I don't know
All
how to
right,
do
overtime.
that.
What are we
That's
doing in
good.
overtime here?
I don't know what's happening in overtime.
Overtime. You guys recall the question? This whole episode's been about road trips.
Yeah.
And, when you go on a road trip, the first thing that you got to do before you go onto that road trip is you got to pack. So, if you're only allowed to bring 5 items onto your hockey road trip, what are those? What is your survival kit?
So outside of your hockey equipment, right?
Well, yeah. Well, no,
equipment and
actually, no. Okay, hold on.
No, dude, because you can't go skates, jock, helmet, gloves.
Yeah,
No,
stick.
no. Hockey equipment is one.
Kind of a garbage road trip.
But it's already included. So it's a hockey road trip. What are your 5 things that you need? So if we're like the goons are going to be traveling soon, We got 4 trips planned. I'm gonna let everybody know what they are.
I might be
coming
coming on
up.
that road trip down to Dunedin. I'm looking at that.
Exactly. So
starting to
on
think
that
about
road
that one.
trip, what are 5 things you're gonna absolutely 100% need to have with you on that trip to get through?
All right, I'll go. Toothpaste, toothbrush,
Right,
deodorant,
right.
and hockey equipment was one. That's one
I think
item.
that's just
That doesn't count. That
Oh,
doesn't
that
count.
That's
count.
default.
Um,
That's default.
like razor, Tums.
Tums, eh? For
Wow.
all the
Tom.
acidic beverages that you're pouring
Yeah.
into your gullet.
Tums, a full bottle of Tums.
See,
I
I
understand.
You know, like candy, pop, pop.
I know
pop.
friends that live and die by that on weekends. By the
Savers,
side
man.
of the bed,
Oh yeah, fuck
like
yeah.
crushing them in the middle of the night so
Yeah.
they don't die. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear you.
It's like instant relief, man. The heartburn. It's like incredible feeling, man. Just feeling it subside. Oh, you're like, oh yeah.
I love how it's just not drinking. It's like
so
this will help me.
toothpaste,
Chewable
toothbrush,
tablets.
Tums,
Chewable.
deodorant, and what was your other one?
Shaver.
Oh, and your
My-
shaver.
My razor.
You bring your electric razor? Really?
razor. No,
He
it's
brings
manual.
he brings his manscape.
That's
you?
right. That's right. That's right. Gotta look good.
You never know. There might be a vat of beer he needs to get in naked.
That's right. Ooh,
Bit of
a
ball
little
balm.
landscaping. Yeah, that's right.
A little
Yeah.
ball.
Ball balm.
Oh, you got that Christmas special too, did you?
That's right. Doesn't it look inviting, dear?
Your balls smell like leather.
That's right.
Outstanding.
That's right.
I'm down with that. I'd ask
All
you
right.
to share, but I don't think you can share that as a guy, though. I don't know if you can do that. Okay, Punchman, what do you got?
So my 5, well, my 5 was the same, but
You can't-
Somerville.
No, there's no copy.
No, but mine was my hygienic kit.
Okay, so that's one.
Right.
Are you,
That's-
unhygienic? Is that why you need a hygienic? kit?
That's right.
No, but
Sounds like a hygienist.
no, it's because I wanted to add other ones.
Right.
Okay. Like
Okay.
what?
You know what I mean?
What
Okay.
else do you need? Go ahead.
Okay, so
So
me.
you can't duplicate. So you name everything. That
Okay,
you
well if you guys know me, I need breakfast BLTs.
Yes,
You guys have been on road trips.
You're not bringing. You're making.
It
So,
is.
so you're
It's
bringing a jar of mayonnaise
no,
in your
but,
carry-on?
no, but when
That's
when
right.
Like some
Sorry,
Dukes,
sorry.
some
Just a
Best
cooler.
Foods mayonnaise,
That's
like
right.
nice and warm in your.
I'm talking road trip survival kit, I have to have the way to make a BLT every 24 hours.
Yeah, but that's just something you make. Like, what do you
And
bring?
you can buy a lot of that stuff
Yeah.
there, man. Like,
Yeah.
save your carry-on.
Yeah, what are
You don't need to put bacon and mayonnaise in your.
Done a lot of road trips. Jesus.
Like, can we have see in your bag? I'm like, what's in
gotta-
here? I'm like, I've got
Yes.
bacon.
That's right.
I've got a branch of heirloom tomatoes and a 3-liter tub of mayonnaise. And I'm with my friends. I'm like,
Oh,
what
Bagels there. Yeah.
Okay, scout sauce.
right?
Okay. Did I get my
Okay.
list all wrong here or something? Or what? All right, no.
No,
keep
no,
going.
you're fine.
Yeah.
I just
All
want
right,
to see what
okay.
Punchy's got. 'Cause it's gonna be
All right.
really interesting.
Okay, so
Because he wants to bring
mayonnaise.
BLTs on his trip. So. You brought toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, like human
I brought,
being
all,
things.
brought
He's
all of
like-
that in one kit as number 1, and
Right.
number 2 was
Sanitary
BLTs.
kit.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
3 was scout sauce.
So he's got tomatoes in his shaving kit.
That's right. Yeah, and that's an
and,
alcohol.
and vodka.
That's right.
And vodka.
Good.
Stick wax.
Stick wax. What the fuck?
Dude, where are you? Where
do
are you
need?
going?
Yeah. What kind of an essential is that?
Like you sound like a homeless person going on a hockey trip.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it.
See, the one
shoelace,
that,
He brought food and
like
alcohol.
a right hand fucking glove, you know? I don't know.
Like-
This is the fucking
The glove for doing like a home.
oh
team.
my god! And number 5 is a great attitude.
Hey,
and a
dude, you're
great
not.
attitude.
Listen, You're at back of the bus. You take your bag of groceries and your cologne
See,
and go to the
see
back
the
of the
be-
bus.
see that's the thing is most of the time I do get sent to the back of the bus. And that's why I've made sure that now I plan the trip, so I'm allowed on the bus.
Oh shit, you're driving the bus.
So the only
Yes.
way you're allowed on the bus is because you plan the trip.
That's right. Yeah,
You come on with your bag of produce and bacon.
I'm that guy. If you look up the different kinds of beer leaguers, I'm that one,
The bagel boy.
the one that does the organizing.
See, most guys on a beer league trip are ham and eggers, and you're like a fruit and veggie.
Fruit and veggie. Just a fruit.
Ouch!
Sorry.
Ouch!
Yeah.
Wow, that was harsh.
Well,
Well,
no, it's
Man
okay.
who
though.
eats
So-
shit dicks.
some mayonnaise and bacon in your hockey bag.
Are you talking about fish sticks in your mouth?
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying. See, that's why I love it. That's why I love this show. We all have different opinions, right?
Listen,
So-
so I was out. I was in Tekapo, standing by the lake, having a nice time, and I was very drunk and high. And it was probably 7:30 in the morning. And it was a beautiful day, and Punchy came out with a
it was
platter
a long day from the night
of little
before.
tiny Sammy's, little tiny BLT Sandos,
They were delicious.
and he was also drunk and high. And he was like, "You guys have to try these."
I remember him yelling from the door, "Hey,
Hey,
I got
Yeah.
some BLTs!"
there's breakfast, motherfuckers.
And I was taken aback. I'm like, I can't handle this right now.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
Breakfast,
stand up.
motherfuckers.
And I want these little garlic rolls with bacon and tomato and mayonnaise in it.
Oh, and then-
lettuce, man.
And if I had known you
Oh.
brought that there in your suitcase, I
I
would have been
know.
a little bit more respectful.
I know.
I didn't know
Well,
it was
hey.
imported.
Now you know what my essentials were for
As
that.
if you don't know,
Now you
now
know.
nigga.
Yeah.
I'll say it. I'll
You know,
say it.
you notice how we didn't say that?
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
You guys stopped
Yeah.
skating when I said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
There's
just
only-
coasted.
There's only one guy on this bench who's allowed to say that.
His name is Kyle Kaliniak.
His name is Kaliniak.
Chelsea.
Click clack. Click clack.
Back. Yeah.
That's become his new name. It's
Yeah.
evolved. He's now Click clack.
He's this fixture of the history.
Okay, give us your list. Oh my God,
Wait, what?
you got to give us your list now.
All right,
Oh,
what's your
okay.
survival kit there, Langer?
Well, I don't know. See, I'm bad with packing because I always want to pack like a rock star. Like, you show up with your leather pants and your t-shirt and just hope that somebody gives you a shirt while you're on the road. Like, you'll just figure it out. And I always overpack. I'm like, and when I met Punchy, I'm like, okay, I need 45 jerseys for 2 days because I need to wear a different jersey like every 45 minutes. And then I kind of got the rock style thing when Justin Dagg showed up because he wore like the same Jerome McGinley jersey for like 5 days straight, and a Christmas hat, and it wasn't Christmas, and he didn't
And
change
didn't he?
at all.
He even had like a secondary hat on top of that hat. that
Yeah, it was like
he,
the French
He
guy.
scored 600 goals in 2 days,
Yeah.
laughing at people while he scored, and he drank 4,000 beers in the car on the way there. I'm like, I need to readjust. Whatever I'm doing is wrong. I need to reinsert and adjust.
Right.
he didn't
How
do
I'm
it.
doing
He
it, Chad.
does.
Because
400 beers and skate. Yeah.
Yeah.
and dangle and top cheddar and low cheese Missy
That's
all
right.
day long. Doesn't
That's
care.
right.
So
And then laugh about it.
yeah, and laugh at
I'm
you.
so drunk.
And then get serious. Listen, we need to bring him on here. We need to bring him on because he is one of the most, if not the most serious asshole card player, like the game asshole.
Oh my
ever
God.
met.
Yes.
I hate him. I never want to play with him. He is brutally militant. He's awful. He hates your guts when he plays cards. I hate him.
Look at this
Oh,
picture.
right.
Look at this picture.
So this is, they almost look superimposed in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why is Mizzy's glass empty and his buddy's glass full?
Because he poured his glass into his buddy's glass. That's a quiet way of saying we're friends.
That's right. I thought it was like the sly penis fist pump they were doing under the
The sly penis fist bump. Oh my god.
We're bros. We're bros. Yeah. Bros before hoes and beer.
That's just how we roll.
A bath full of beer. Fuck's sake.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Okay.
Is Shane
Let's wrap
Langley
it
gonna
up.
come and kick us out now, or what?
Yeah, so what number are you on now? What?
I just said, is Shane Langley gonna come and kick us out of the parking lot?
Yeah, probably now. Yeah. Well, he
Well,
should.
we got him down to a hug now.
6 hours.
Really?
Just gives he
That's
just
good.
gives us a hug before
Yeah.
he
It's been
leaves.
7 years.
Lock the door
Well
on your
done.
way out. See you, boys.
Yeah.
Gives you a hug, eh?
Or we just
Well,
leave
hey.
it onto the street.
I think it's about time. We're coming to the end of overtime here. Don't you think?
Shit. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Blow that whistle.
We're hitting 204, boys.
My back is
Oh
killing me.
my goodness.
Next week we hit double digits.
Double digits. We'll be there for a while. So
10?
let's have a bit of a celebration.
We hit 10 episodes, man. I
we
think
get a
we should
cake?
make it a time.
Should we do like hours of podcast then, or what?
Yeah, like a full day.
Yeah.
Just
Oh
follow
my
each other
goodness.
around,
A special
Mi-
Saturday.
like
A
a live
thon?
stream.
Who knows what it is, but we'll come up with something at some point.
10
But
episodes.
10 episodes.
my
What should be the theme, boys? Well, I'm hoping a guitar
religion?
gets picked up.
Oh no, guitar.
Hmm.
So should we do a religious episode?
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit. I could go to town on that. Yeah.
Yeah, just rip on everything.
Oh yeah.
So we just turn this into a dirty jockstrap.
Oh
of a
shit. We're getting banned.
A
we-
dirty,
jock.
Jock
a
strap, dirty
jock
Jono.
strap of a
One,
show.
one of my favorites is I don't have a towel. Can I use your jersey?
Yes, I love your nut sweat all over my shirt.
Can I use your
Thanks.
towel?
Now I never wash my jersey, but now I'm going to have to.
Dude,
Thank
You
you.
were the you were the worst at that.
Who?
You're like fired up. You're fired up.
Me?
Yes. Fired up after a game. Yeah. Oh, bro, I forgot my towel.
I knew we should have
Can I
ended
use
this.
your jersey? You cannot dry your body with a
No.
hockey jersey.
My jersey's
Hey.
It's
white.
nothing.
Yeah, no.
This is my new towel.
Right.
I've
Bro.
invested. Okay, sorry. Let me revise my list. My towel.
Yeah,
Is
there
that-
you go.
is
Hey,
one of
Get
my
a
five.
towel. Good. Well
Fine.
done.
Well, we
Get
assume
a
that's
towel.
in with your hockey equipment.
But I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. The mayo and bacon is staying.
in your hockey bag.
Yeah, no fuck.
100%.
I love it.
I'm never
Road
having
trips has
BLTs
come to
again.
an end.
Flew to Queenstown.
All right,
with
boys, good
mayonnaise
show.
in
That
bag.
is the game. That is one hell of a game.
That was a long
Oh
game.
yeah, yeah. That was a hell of a.
It was a
long
good game though. You guys played
Was.
well. You guys
Yeah.
played really good tonight.
You
Been on
know,
and off. Yeah.
yeah, we've been on and off. We've done our best to do everything that we can tonight, and we're looking forward to seeing you all next
You
week.
got to support the team, right? You know,
Next week,
it's a team
bitches.
game. Can you
10.
play? You guys help me out here. Sing a
All right.
song here.
Oh, boom.
Hey, did you guys realize the song I played at the beginning?
Oh, it was Willie Nelson.
It was on, the road again.
Road again,
Because it's
yeah.
road
On the road again.
Yeah.
Because it was a road trip.
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
On the pine again. Can't
Oh,
wait to
sorry.
sit on the pine. No, you're good. It was a road trip
Oh,
song.
right. No, what's going on here?
But
Sharon.
So,
the,
summertime, you got to give me the middle
Sharon came.
of the ending, right? So I'm right in the pine, right in the pine. Sitting here with two
It's-
friends of
Oh, right.
mine.
Oh, right.
So what is it? So I was.
Oh
Sitting
my God.
here, I have no idea what time it is. I don't know.
I was on the road trip, but I didn't pay for the bagels or the beer this time.
This
I
time,
don't know.
yeah, that's
You're on
right.
a road trip, right?
Yes.
Because
Because
we're right in the time,
right in the
bunch of drunken goofballs. It's right in the pine. That's it. That's how we
Yep,
do it.
that
That's,
goes
that's
the way.
the whole thing.
Woo!
That's our
That's it,
podcast,
boys.
everyone.
That's it.
Yeah,
Send
buddy.
us $1
Right,
million
man, fine.
so we don't have to go to work on Monday. Thank
That's
you very
right.
much.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
I'm
No
waiting.
hockey.
I'm
Let's go
waiting.
sports.
All right.